don't forget, a 58-year-old Frank Ribery is still playing on the wing and still doing Clasico.
But Jarvis was the merchant, man. Jarvis was the merchant.
Snapchat. I need a dissertation on Joseph.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't even on his list before.
Bro, he might be the GOAT. No, he might be the GOAT.
What's a Clasico, guys? What's a freaking Clasico? So, look, before we even get there and so forth, welcome, friends and countrymen. So, guys, let me just say this right now, because I think the main topic is going to be El Clasico. And I already put out this tweet. I want to try and give priority to Barca Real Madrid fans. I want to try and get as many people in here as possible. So if I have kicked you out and so forth, don't take it personally. I'm trying to create as much space for as many Real Madrid and Barca fans out there. So if there's any Real Madrid or Barca fans out there, tweet me out, put out a tweet, maybe see in the live chat, and then I will try and make space for you because I want to get the thoughts from Madrid and all those guys out there. So guys, the main topic for like the next hour is we're going to be reviewing that game, looking back at that game and so forth. And then we're going to touch upon Kane wanting to leave, touch upon Sterling perhaps being a brick, City losing, and then we'll be out of here, man. But the main bulk of this is definitely going to be El Clasico. So guys, remember, you know what the deal is, man. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe if you're new. Check out the links in the description box to support your boy, and also get your meals ready. I've got my meals ready. I've got my peanuts. I've got my Malta Guinness. Cut the check. Malta Guinness. Cut the check. Cut the check. So,
yeah, cheating and I'm still Malta.
Hey, my friend, relax, man. My friend, relax. So, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Let's get this show on the road. I think without. Oh, what the heck am I doing? Sorry. Okay, there we go. So, El Clasico. El Clasico. I've already put up my review there, so you can already see what I said, man. But I have to say to myself that was one of the best, most entertaining Clásicos that I've seen. Now it's one of the weakest Barcelona sides that I've seen, and it's a Real Madrid side that was still very strong. It's the three-peat core, but who have gotten a little bit older, so they maybe not be at the very best as they used to be, man. But these guys can still say what's up, man. But I believe, and I want to hear what guys are saying and so forth, get all the thoughts in there. I believe that the best team did win. And I feel that Real Madrid should have won by more. Barcelona, in my opinion, got lucky. But it is what it is, man. I mean, there are times in which the better team doesn't always win. And right at the very end, Barcelona had the chance to actually steal the freaking points off of Real Madrid. So, but I think overall, I think it was a great game. Of course, we're going to get into okay, cool. I think we're definitely going to get into a bit of the ins and outs and so forth. So, without further ado, man, Vilton, kick us off, man. Thoughts on the game, bro?
First of all, GG to Barcelona. It was very nerve-wracking the last few minutes of the game. It was an intense game the last like 5 minutes of the game, especially when Casemiro got the red card. But my thoughts on this game, Zidane masterclass. No.
Oh, you're reverse merchants, man. Oh yeah. I'm sure that's not what you were saying, but
to be fair, Chase, like Zidane plan was just to come into this game, get a lot of pressure and just hit Barca in the transition, and it was working. It was fine because Barca didn't create anything in that first half, to be honest with you, besides that fluke cross. I don't remember if it was a cross or a corner kick where it hit the crossbar, but we absolutely controlled the first half. Barca didn't have any, I don't even think Barca had a shot on that Courtois in that first half. But again, Vinicius Jr., say what you want to say about him. He was. I know he was.
This was bad, Vinny.
I know he wasn't that good in the second half, but you need him for the transition because without him, we don't have a transition into an attack, and he was the key. Yes, I know he made that brickery's pass, but it is what it is. We still won the game. If we would have tied the game, I feel like he would have got a ras on Twitter. Thank God we won the game. But overall, good game from us. But my fear is this game. I know Vasquez got off because of injury. I don't know how important that is because I don't want to roll up into Enfield with Odriozola as my right back. And Valverde, I don't know if he's injured. I don't know if Zidane took him off for rest, but it looked like he was injured. He was limping a little bit. And I don't know.
An actual right back.
Yeah, but he's not that good, bro. He's not that good. He really isn't. But overall, in the second half, Barca did change their attack. They were playing without a right back. That's why they took Jorginho Dest out the game. They brought in Griezmann. Yes, we should have scored at 2, 3, 4 goals. To be honest with you, this game should have been like to be honest with you, this game should have ended in the first half. Valverde was unlucky when he hit the post.
So who do you blame for Real not ending it fully? Do you blame it on Vinny or just overall the team was made bad choice? Because Real had a lot of breakaways.
Vinny, no, you can't just blame it on Vinny because Vinny made a bad pass. I think he should have just went for goal because with that confidence, I would think he was gonna shoot or make a better pass to Benzema. But
no. There was a pass, and I think there was another point where he ran so much with the ball and then he then lost it.
Yeah.
So
you could also say Toni Kroos should have scored that header. That was easy. But Valverde hit the post. When you could say Lucas Vazquez should have scored the rebound. But at the end of the day, we got the 3 points. So the negative I would say about it, Vinny wasn't really on it today. But to be fair, it's just we needed him to end the transition. He was fantastic.
No, he's a disruptor. He's a disruptor.
And Modric, amazing. Again, Kroos, amazing. Marcelo.
So do you think, I mean, he was actually key to the goal. So you think that the Valverde out on the right flank worked?
Yeah, it worked because the entire game, Valverde wasn't even because the formation say 4-3-3, but to be honest with you, I think it was like a 4-5-1. To be honest with you, like at one point you saw Valverde was playing as right back the entire game. This is where this is where we needed Lucas Vazquez in the second half because he's better than Odriozola on the ball, and we're able to counter better with him. But I hope he's not injured. But overall, good game from us, man. GG to Barcelona, and I still think Atletico is gonna win.
Shut up, man! Shut the fuck up, man. Abdul, Barca fan, give me a Barca perspective, bro. Give it to me.
I actually tweeted this to Burton. You know, I'm actually not that upset because I'm just this like a more overview like perspective on it, but. This game, at the end of the day, for Barca, it should never decide whether or not we should win the league. The league, if we lose the league is lost when we drop points to teams like Cadiz, to teams like Alaves. It was never lost. It's never going to be lost in these big games. So I'm actually not even that disappointed. I think.
Oh no, but let's keep it real, man. If you win this, it is a huge, specifically how, it is what it is. You lost those games, but we have to deal with the reality. We have to deal with the now. Yeah. The now is Barca, the most informed team in La Liga. You beat Real Madrid based on your form. You'd be in the driving seats to win the title.
Bro, you can say form, but if you actually watch Barca play, we don't dominate from minute 1 to minute 90 in any game. We played against.
A win is a win. A win is a win.
I know. But if you actually watch Barca play against Huesca, 20th place Huesca, we won 4-1. If you look at the goals scored, you would say easy win for Barca. Man, they had so many chances. They had so many chances against us. So it didn't surprise me that Real Madrid got chances and they scored early. We always start so slow. We start slowly, and bro, the centre back pairing he chose for today, he hasn't played in like many months. He's played one and then the other. He's not played this pairing for like since November or December, bro. So you're bringing in a pairing for this big game that hasn't played together for 5 months. You know.
So what should they have done? Brought in PK? Who else? Or put De Jong in defense? What should they have done? Because Araujo.
I mean, looking at it now, we've been more solid with De Jong in the defense, playing that middle. Like he changed it up. You should always play your game, man. You shouldn't change it up as big as he did. He made big changes, and like the dropping of Griezmann, man. You know the biggest problem that keeps getting highlighted in these big games.
Did you see Griezmann's miss?
Yeah, I did see it, but he was offside anyway. But the thing is, it's so obvious that we're missing a number 9, man. It's so obvious, and let's be honest, right? last season we played Real Madrid twice. We drew the first one 0-0, and then we lost the second one. We lost the second one. Suarez was injured. All right. The year before that, Messi didn't score either, and we won 3 El Clasicos. It was Suarez carrying every single time. So I'm not surprised that without Suarez, without a real number 9, man, we find it tough to get goals against big sides. That's really been our biggest downfall. Because say what you want about Dembele, man, Dembele, he's not good enough, man. He's not a striker. You can't rely on him for goals in big games. And honestly, if it was up to me, I would get rid of him this summer. I would sell him.
But who scored the winning goal in the last game?
Bro, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Why does that matter? If he scored in the last game, he has to do it consistently. Consistency is what wins you league. We are playing in a league. It's a league game. If he can't do it consistently, I don't want him. It doesn't matter that he comes up, pops up, and wins us one game. He has to win us games consistently, or at least contribute consistently, and he just doesn't do that. So for me, I want him gone, to be honest, because every big game he cost us against PSG twice. He cost us against Real Madrid twice. So, nah, man, he's not good enough. We are missing that number 9, and I'm telling you right now, Barca are never winning an El Clasico before we get a good number 9. Never.
Respect Braithwaite.
Relax. Okay, so let me.
And one last thing, all right? I don't want to sound salty because actually, believe it or not, I'm not salty. Again, this game, our mistakes were against the smaller teams dropping points. It's not this game. I think actually we played well in the second half. But, bro, I just can't. Okay, let me just, HH, before you go to the next one, let me just tell you this, and you can just base your opinion upon this stat, okay? We played, with this season, we've played 8 Champions League games. We've received 6 penalties in those 8 Champions League games, all right?
Okay.
We've played over 30 games in La Liga, and we've received 5.
Where are you going with this? Are you trying to tell me that Braithwaite thing was a penalty?
No. I'm just saying the referees are horrible, bro. Horrible. Like, did you see how many decisions went against us? Like,
by the way, if you want to bring that, then I can also bring Real Madrid. The decisions went against Real Madrid as well throughout the season in La Liga, bro. You cannot just simply.
I'm coming to you.
Deciding decisions.
I'm coming to you next.
Yeah, but I think in El Clasico there's been decisive decisions that's gone against us. And to be honest, the foul on Martin Braithwaite, had it been outside the box, it would have been given as a free kick.
No, it won't.
He didn't touch it.
He did.
He didn't have more effect.
That wasn't a foul. How's that a foul?
That's not a foul, bro. Like literally, when you actually saw the whole thing, he just put his hand there, and as soon as Braithwaite felt contact, he then went like, "Come on, bro!
He just touched his ass. He wanted a piece of that ass."
Yeah. No. Oh, okay. Easy. So you know, like triple pause. So no. Hey, come on, man. You can't. Nah. Out of the area, whatever the area, that wasn't a foul. That wasn't a foul.
Then
so let's not go there, man. Let's not go
in the first game, then the Ramos penalty. Did you think that was a penalty when he got dragged?
Yeah, because he pulled his shirt. Because he pulled his shirt. Remember that he pulled his shirt.
For me, I need to refresh. But I need to refresh my memory on that. But from what I saw, there was more contact on Ramos there than what Mendy did on Braithwaite. That contact was minimal, if any.
No,
it was minimal, if any. So let's not right there, bro.
Ramos overdid it, but there was contact, man.
There was contact.
That's because Ramos is strong.
Okay. So before I come to Montana, let me just get some of these dubs, man. So thank you to Dare123 who says Zidane still doesn't deserve any credits. To Dare123, are you a Barca fan by any chance, though? Because
he just always says crazy things.
This is my thing. Like, guys, whether you like it or not, Zidane continues to prove that this guy is an extremely good manager. Because Cristiano, I can't see Cristiano anywhere, and this team is still playing very well. Let's see what happens on Wednesday. Let's see what happens on Wednesday, because I still think Liverpool could say what's up.
Nothing's done, man.
All I'm
Nothing's done.
easy.
No.
All I'm
That's
saying is,
so
guys, chill. Guys, chill. Gotta answer that. Don't let this man in a final, guys. Sunday we'll talk. We'll talk.
Don't
Sunday
worry.
we're gonna talk.
Chelsea
Sunday
will
we'll
beat
talk.
Chelsea will beat
Sunday
Real.
we'll
London
talk.
Blues.
Can I continue? So from your boy Taku NN, who says Messi almost scored a corner. Yes, but almost isn't a
Almost
goal.
doesn't shoot a kill it.
Like you don't win games by almost. Okay, so either you did it or you don't. And lastly, from Casey, thank you for the dub. Casey says international breaks always hurt us. We started playing after the 30th minute, but a very close game, could have gone either way. League is still very open. Performance was much better than Liverpool, especially at midfield.
They're kidding, right? There are teams with 7 starting players injured. They're complaining about international break.
Yeah, I mean, look at Real Madrid. They don't have a defense.
Yeah, I mean, no, look, man, bro. You can't use the whole thing of an international break, man, because I think Real Madrid, these guys can hardly field a flipping team, man. But yeah, you started playing after the 30th minute and so forth, and it was. Can we just be real here? Okay, so let me just be real with you. It was an exciting game. Was it a close game? For me, Real Madrid were the stronger side. If Vinicius if Vinicius was good, Real win that 3 or 4-4-1. Real Madrid had the more dangerous breakaways and the much more dangerous opportunities than Barca had. Barca had the chances because that Real Madrid were just they had better control of the game than Barcelona. So Real were just allowing Barcelona to still be in the game. Real should have been out of sight because, as Abdul just said, Barca are badly missing a number 9. Badly missing. That's the lack of a number 9. Shout out to your boy, go to it, is badly missing it. Muntah, talk to me, bro. Talk to me, Muntah. Talk to me.
Yes. So, like, before I start saying anything, right? With regards to Koeman, I mean, Barca fans, if you're so salty, you should blame Koeman because he was jeopardizing yourself by playing 3 centre back, and we know that, like, your wing backs, which is Jordi Alba and Serginho Dest, right? They act as a pseudo wingers. We know that, and that's why for the overlapping runs, I mean, Valverde was playing and marking Jordi Alba, which he was pretty much like useless, when you see the first half. And with regards to this formation, right, the system, it was tactically masterclass by Zidane because back on our head, we know the Liverpool game is approaching. So we need to give best. So what we do for this game, we need to conserve energy for our midfielders, for our attackers. Pretty much we use Vinicius to optimum level because we have to break Barcelona. And that was a basic tactical masterclass from Zizou. Other than that, did you saw Nacho pocketing Messi, bro? I mean, where's Messi? When was the last time Messi scored in
It's
La
not even
Liga?
that. It's that too, Montana. Why are we not talking about Messi? When Cristiano has a bad game, we always say he's bad because he doesn't score.
We've got topics. We've got topics. We'll get it because we're gonna have a Benzema discussion. We'll have a Messi discussion as well. So, okay, so they wait, just real quick. So La Liga do head to head. They don't do goal difference. They do head to head. Okay, all right. Okay,
head to head first.
Can I continue, bro? Yeah. And with regards to Frankie Ding Dong, I mean, I don't know what to say, bro. This guy is the most overrated player, man.
Yo,
my gosh, man.
That was rude, man. That was rude.
No, bro. This guy is still living up that game against Madrid in the Champions League against Ajax, bro. Bro, this guy is so useless in midfield. Okay, like I'm not targeting the specific Barca fans of this platform, but I'm just saying, some of the fans of Frankie De Jong, I mean his fan base or his fanboys, I should say, bro, they will start wanking if he makes just 2-yard pass here and there. Bro, let's be honest, man. This guy is liability. He cannot play box-to-box midfielder. He doesn't have that intensive dribbling for 90 minutes. He cannot give you work rate.
What do you say about Abdul?
What he can do?
He should have played it in defense, though.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So that's his best position is number 6, and that's also the deepest lying number 6. where he just dribbled one of his one of his marker who was trying to press him, and then he released the opponent. That's his best trait, to be honest. I've seen. Whenever he plays in the advanced position in the midfield, he flopped. I mean, bro, don't get fooled or deceived by the goals he scored or like the runs he makes inside the box in La Liga and score the goals, bro. Those are the deceiving goals. Let's be honest. How good is this guy when actually Barca need a midfield presence in his team? He's nowhere near. Look at Valverde. Let's be honest, okay? Valverde, he dribbled past the entire defense of Barcelona every time and time again. Bro, I mean, Barcelona, they need someone like someone in the legs with intensity, with dribbling as well, and with the work rate as well. Does Barca have that? Bro, for me, Pedri should have been started like in a much better position. Like, to be honest, for me, he's like more of an AM. Give him his AM role. Why are you moving him to the left, inside, forward, then dropping him deep? Bro, why are you doing that? Top of that, I personally believe that, man, this was a disaster class recipe from Koeman, with his formation with the back three. You use back three against Vinicius Junior, place of Valverde, Karim Benzema. Come on, man. This is like tactically disaster class recipe, man. And to be honest, we could have killed this game early as possible, man.
That back three has worked for them and has been their most effective tactic. So the dilemma that Koeman has is, do you change from what has been effective for you based on the opponent that you're playing, or do you stick to what has worked for you and what has yielded all of these results?
Bro, for me, how I rate manager based upon the opposition, how you tweak your formation in order to get results. Okay, and that's how we analyze how good of tactician you are. Okay, so when I see Ronald Koeman, man, let's be honest, okay? Ronald Koeman was very lucky in this game not to go 4-1 if I went down in the first half, bro. Bro, I mean, please, man, I'm not being salty. If Valverde goal would have been scored, the game was ended 3-0. I mean, in the first half, so we would have relaxed much more. Lastly, I just want to say one more thing over here, right? With regards to Liverpool game back in the head, yeah? Bro, to be honest, the way we played the second half, I know we are conserving energy here and there. I mean, Vasquez was out because he was injured, as people are saying, some mixed because I'm not enjoying this game. Okay, for me, I have a mixed feeling for this game. This is not I'm optimistic or I'm positive with this game. No, I'm not. The reason is that because I don't think so. We performed that good in the second half because our levels dropped. And if we do this thing against Liverpool, I mean, they will definitely punish us. So what I see is that, like, we need to learn from this game, and especially in the second half, and try to kill the game. For me, I just don't simply blame Vinicius. To be honest, there are tons of other. I think Benzema should have been in the better position. I mean, then you have Lucas Vazquez's chance, Toni Kroos' chance, you have Valverde's shot. I mean, tons of chances you had in the first half, and even in the second half too. Look at Marcelo Tingy on 82nd minute, 88th minute. You didn't take the chance of that as well. So for me, overall, it was a bad. I'll say we were bad, not in terms of finishing or killing the game. So if we do that against Liverpool, we're going to pay a heavy price for that. That's it.
All right. So before I come to Antonio, Badani is going to talk about Barca. I'll just get some of these dubs. Thank you for the dub, Miss B Nation, who says, HH, this season, Madrid has won or performed better versus big teams. So it's no surprise. That's what I keep telling people about Zidane, is that Zidane is a big game merchant. Whenever people doubt Zidane, he always says, what's up? In the first El Clasico, people were like, that's first El Clasico, Barca were favorites, and people were thinking that, oh, Zidane, should he be sacked or so forth? Came up with the dub. And I think Real Madrid, specifically this team, which is the core of the three-peats, these guys are big game merchants. When it comes to a big game and the pressure zone, they'll always manage to ride through. But that comes from Zizou, who needs to be freaking respect to the freaking haters, respect the freaking horseman, you losers. From 88th Bus Stop, who says, thank you for the dub, 88th Bus Stop. The gods hid their faces from Mengueza this day. Even as Vinicius Jr. took wickedness to a new level, the gods are cold with a strange sense of humor. In what sense? How do you mean that they hid their faces from Mengueza? Mengueza had a good game. Mengueza had a very good game, but Barcelona were very lucky that Vinicius was bad Vinicius, because if it was good Vinicius, it's 4-1 or 5-1. But apart from the goal, Mengueza made an amazing tackle on Marcelo, because that was 1v1. which I know my boy Marcelo would have scored. But that was a superb tackle by Mingueza that he made, man. But it was bad, Vinny, man. Stuff was bad, Vinny. From Kiavra, thank you for the dub. Who says Barca fans always find something to complain. Accept Real was better. Focus on what your team needs to improve and get rid of your weak mentality. I think any Barca fan who is honest themselves will know that they didn't deserve to win. And if you're honest with yourselves, don't look at the Goatways challenge. Don't look at any decisions. You deserve to lose that game because Real were the better team. And you're lucky that it wasn't by more, because that could have been 5-1, which would have been psychologically damaging for Barca. So they're lucky that Real Madrid were not clinical enough, because this could have been a baptism. It could have been a baptism, as Montaz said. If Valverde puts away that chance in the first half, 3-0, game sets match, bye-bye. And lastly, from Casey, who says, thank you for the dub, Casey. I meant our performance always declines after international breaks. We just scraped a win last week. Has happened for the last 3 years. I mean, look, I understand what you say there, because the same thing was the same case for Pep Guardiola. And I think especially for Pep and the Bayern team, when after international break, they would always lose. But my thing, though, is that you won the previous game. And I think there's been enough time after the international break not to feel any of that tiredness. And as much as you say this, Real also had an international break as well. So my thing is that this has nothing to do with international break. This has everything to do with the team the personnel aren't strong enough. Griezmann has been a flop. Ousmane Dembele isn't a striker. Braithwaite is the GOAT, but you actually need a proper number 9. If you had a proper number 9 and proper personnel around, this team would be good. And let's keep it real. Last 3 years, how good has this team really been? This team has only really been strong back in 2015, 2016, and so forth. So it's a case of personnel. It's a case of personnel and actually proper recruitment. Antonio, talk to me, man.
HH, can I just quickly reply to what you just said?
Oh, go for it, Abdul. Go for it.
The thing is, HH, don't you think it's weird that Messi went on a 13-game goal-scoring streak? Like, he scored or assisted in every single game up until the international break. After the international break, the first 2 games he hasn't scored. So I think he lacks match sharpness because he got a 15-day break. So I think that's what he means. Because when you look at has this always been the case?
Always with Messi.
Always.
So for his entire career, because I'm going to check on this. So saying that for his entire career after international break, he always doesn't score and he always drops in form.
His form always dips. But you need to remember, Messi didn't go on an international break. He had 15 days off, so he lacks.
Okay, the thing with Abdul, the flip side.
Let me finish. The thing with Messi is he does best when he plays every 3 to 4 days because of his match sharpness. So when he doesn't play for 15 days in a row, he comes back in good health with good fitness, but he lacks the match sharpness, and that's what I think he means.
So, but the other thing is, like, this is true. Like, yeah, he did have a 15-minute break, but in every other international break, Barca fans say, "Oh, he had to travel to Argentina. It's a big trip," but he is playing. So, if he's playing, you guys complain that he's playing in Argentina, which is far, and if he doesn't play, you're like, he lacks sharpness. So, what's the solution?
But that's not the point. The point is that he lacks match sharpness, and that coincides with the fact that he ended his 13-game scoring streak. You know, you can't. Wait. Okay, wait. Because Abdul,
because I need to come to Antonio, but just briefly, is this an excuse for his performance today?
No. It's not an excuse because he hasn't scored. He hasn't scored. He hasn't scored in 3 years.
Since Cristiano, since he's best right now.
So
easy. Okay, wait. Let me bring in Antonio. Antonio, talk to me.
But don't go too hard on him.
Can you hear me, HH?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you, bro.
All right. So before I talk about Barca or Real, I just want to say this: I feel bad for all the Prem fanboys who don't watch any other leagues because this was a great game.
This was a really good game. This was
yeah.
a really good game.
That's why I feel bad for people who only watch the Prem because
And the funny thing is that I can almost bet with you that a lot of Premier League fans who support Premier League clubs didn't bother watching this game.
no, because they only believe Prem is one, Prem is their life, Prem everything, Prem for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So
Psychos, man.
I think to be fair, most people watched El Clasico.
Are you sure?
No, I watched Fulham against Wolves.
Because you know it's the most.
Honestly, mute your mic.
You know it's the third most watched game ever. Like the Champions League is first. It's the World Cup final, then the Champions League, then it's El Clasico. It's the third most watched like rivalry match. So I'm guessing.
No. Wait.
Watch it.
You're telling me that is watched more than Fulham and Crystal Palace?
Of course not. The great Fulham. Come on.
No. Because trust me, the English media will have you convinced that the biggest fixture in the world is Man United against Liverpool.
Yeah,
they'll have you convinced. It's like freaking North Korea, man. Antonio, talk to me.
So, getting to the game, it was a really good game. I thought Mingueza played really good, actually, in my opinion. He came up clutch with that G, and overall he was great. I saw people in the chat saying he's trash. Get that straight. He's not trash. He was amazing today.
Huge tackle on Marcelo. Tackle on Marcelo.
He saved us right there. But also, I give props to this man Zidane. I know I'm a Barca fan, but I can appreciate a good coach when I see one. And Zidane, this guy, I think honestly his tactic is we're playing the World Cup final, guys. Let's go out there and play like amazing. And I don't know what he does, but whenever it comes to big games, usually sometimes Real will struggle with like against smaller teams. But when it comes to big games, they come up clutch. So Zidane, people call him trash, but how can you win? How can you just three-peat in a CL and be trash? I don't know. This is impossible, but I give props to Zidane, and he just proves more and more why he's a good coach.
So in your view, as a Barcelona, you felt that Real Madrid deserved to win this game, like Barca didn't deserve to get to even a point.
No, I disagree with that. I think Barca deserved to get at least a point. I mean, we got so unlucky at the end. Moriba, he literally hit the crossbar at the end. That's so unlucky. And we had so many shots.
But when you look at just the context of the game in its totality, don't you feel that overall good game, nice end to end, but don't you feel that Real Madrid were the stronger side, and they had better chances that they just didn't put away?
I'll say this because I feel like it was pretty even. Because except in the first half, Barca started off like first couple minutes a little bit good, and then all of a sudden they just started playing terribly, and the defense was getting taken apart. Not very good in the first half, and overall couldn't really get any shots off. Dembele was not very good in the first half. I'm not gonna hate on Dembele. I still think depending on how he does for the rest of the season, he should stay at the club because he's young and he just needs to refine his game. He needs to get better at short passing and he needs to get better in. I don't know if I'm wrong, but in certain tight spaces because sometimes he loses the ball a lot. And he just needs to get better overall, and he could be good. I also think Koeman started off with the wrong lineup. I don't think he should have played Araujo today. He wasn't terrible. He was good at times. He was okay. But I would have not started him for this. I would have definitely played Frankie in the back. If they were going to go with 3 at the back, then play Frankie or just put him... I personally would have...
But what we're saying in our preview was you put him in defense, you now lose that quality in midfield.
That's the problem.
And Busquets gets overrun.
That's the problem. So I see that, but I feel like I wouldn't have changed it just only because since we're going into a big match, why change your formation? Just keep it the same. Because if you're going to use the same formation, then play Frankie in the same position where he's actually been playing pretty good at. But I also want to say I feel like Raul did get a little bit unlucky. Like they should have definitely made that one chance, but Vinicius, could have done better, but Mingueza was great. I also feel like Barca, they had a lot of shots, but finishing needs to get better because
you don't have a number 9, man. Shout out to Goldthwaite.
it's next season. No matter what, I don't know if Griezmann goes or not. Obviously, he's not the number 9, but I don't know how. I'm not even going to talk about Haaland. That's a pipe dream right now. So getting a striker is just important for next summer because when you look at the Clásicos, like I would say the last 3 in particular, when Barca haven't had a striker, it's not been very good for them. And we need a striker because when it comes into the box, will create a lot of good chances, but the finishing is poor or no one's right there for the ball. It's like, ugh. And then also, I do want to say something that Braithwaite foul, so not a pen in my opinion. I thought it was a pen at first, but then I saw the replay and I said, oh, okay.
Yeah, man, it's like, you just have to be honest, man. It's like, you can just have to if you look at things objectively, you cannot give that as a penalty. Yeah. Even if outside the box, there just wasn't enough contact.
I would have been mad if we were given a pen like that and it was Raul who was like, if Raul had gotten a pen that was like that, I'd be mad,
Right. So are you finished?
I just have one more point.
One more.
What I will say is I am happy that the team never gave up. Like in the end, they were just still fighting and still going. That's something I want to see because in a lot of big games before, we'll see Barca start losing and then they go by more and more.
Almost had the Moriba almost give you the
I know
the point. So close.
So unlucky. And then Alba for that Braithwaite play, which was supposedly a pen, not a pen in my opinion. Alba did great. So close. See, that's why we need.
Wait. Who blocked Stegen's shot? Which Barca player got in the way? Was it
Trincao? That was so stupid. I was so mad. I'm like,
it was going way wide.
Because
it was going way wide.
I don't know, man.
That
looks on target. That looks on target.
No, I saw the replay. It's literally going to the corner flag.
Okay. So
can I say one more thing?
One more thing.
I am happy that Barca played much better in the second half. Hopefully we get a striker this summer. I will say we played much better than that team that Raul played on what was it, Tuesday? I don't know. They were wearing red. A bunch of guys from the road. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, so let me just, before I come to Gatlock, man, let me just hit these man. So from Abracadabra, thank you for the dub, Abracadabra, who says Barca need to sell Jessica Alba, long legs, and side chick. Jessica Alba can still do a job. They need to send Longlegs into the deepest, darkest.
AJ, can I respond to that?
No, okay, let me just quickly hit this and then I'll come. So, Jessica Alba, he can still do a job. Longlegs, get him out of there. Side chick, as I told people, was always a flop. So, Mutar, very quickly, what do you want to say?
Yeah, bro, to be honest, this guy, Alba, is a liability to Barcelona. Man, come on, man. This guy's been so trash defensively. Okay, the only thing he has nowadays in his football, what he offers is overlapping runs and that cutbacks.
So do you sell him before long legs and side check?
I mean, I think so. Alba should leave, man. Alba and Longley should leave. To be honest.
Huh?
Yeah. Before, no. It's still Griezmann. To be honest, he did kind of that dummy, right? If he would have attempted that shot, that would have been blocked by Militao. So to be honest, Griezmann did something. Let's be honest, Alba, bro, is so trash, bro. He offers nothing to Barca in the big games. Let's be honest. Against PSG, what he did.
He's terrible. He's terrible in big games. Alba is trash.
Let me get to the dubs. So from Yassir's side, man, thank you for the dub. Yassir's side, who says, after every big game, I'm here to ask the same question till I get an honest answer. Why is Zizou disrespected? This is management in chief Oga levels. He is disrespected because people don't want to accept that one of the greatest players of all time end up doing a three-peat, and it's combined with people's hatred of Real Madrid. People just have never liked Real Madrid, and that combined with a guy who just waltzed in and just won 3 Champions Leagues in a row, it sort of rubs people the wrong way. I think Barcelona and the way that they played and just what Barcelona are about in terms of Dini, Rivaldo, are more liked, and Real Madrid just seem more like the villains, like the bad guys. And I just think that people just can't accept and wrap their hands around that. One of the greatest players ever, you literally just stepped into football and you won 3 seals in a row. People just, they can't get their heads around it. But my thing is, accept it. It is what it is. He is just blessed by the football gods. So you just not giving him his due respect just makes you look like a fool. From Kiavr, who says, "Think of the dub." Right after the end, Koeman complained about refereeing and the imaginary penalty. It's an institutional thing with Barca to complain no matter what. Any Barca fan in their right mind, like our dear friend Antonio here, knows that if you want any self-respect, no complaints. No complaints. You complaining about that thing. So basically, because I think even saw PK complaining at the end. Bro, there's nothing to complain about.
We can't complain about pens. We play like here's the thing. We let those two go. Like I think it was the second goal for Real. That should have not happened. Des shouldn't have hit it, and Alba should have tried harder to stop it. I mean, like Muntaha said, like Alba in big games, this guy's absolute crap. Like this guy in big, he just his mentality is trash. And you know what's even worse? HH, do you remember when Liverpool beat Barca 4-0?
Yeah.
So
he was crying in the
at the halftime. This guy's a weak mentality. Get him out my club. He needs to go. He's terrible.
So from Maxime Dagron, thank you for the dub. Are we really talking about international break? No, we're not. No, we're not, because I refuse to use that as an excuse. Hence why I do not dare bring that as an explanation or an excuse for any players playing badly. No, because everybody has the same international break. So never, ever use that trash as an excuse. And finally, from Todari123, thank you for the dub, who says, during the years Ronaldo was at Real Madrid, do you think Benzema was being used as a dummy runner to create space for Cristiano, and that now we are seeing the little striker he was in Lyon? We're going to get to Benzema, because we're going to have a dedicated discussion on Benzema once we're done with this, man. But that is what I've been saying for a long time. Benzema was just used as a conduit, and he was used as like he was there just to create space and a platform for both Bale and Cristiano, specifically Cristiano, and he changed his game to suit Cristiano, which gave you 3 CLs. But now that he's not allowed to be himself, we're now seeing that, bro, this guy's one of the best players in the world right now. And it's just a situation that we didn't see this kind of player all through his peak years, but it is what it is. Gatlock, talk to me about the game, bro.
Yeah. About this Clasico, it was a good game, man. It was a good match. Although I was a bit afraid in the first half, because the way that first half was going, oh boy, I thought it could have been fun before halftime. And I was like, oh goodness, this thing is about to be one team just dominating the stuff. And I was like, oh jeez. I mean, seriously, man, this guy has played with only 2 attackers. One was Vinny, the other one. This was Vinny, not Vinicius, like Robbie would say. This was Vinny and Benzema. There was no other. Like I keep saying, trust in Valverde, not Ernesto. The other one, this player one. That guy came in and he did his job, man. He did his best, although to be fair, he really should have put down on the way that he hit the bar. Yeah, man, Real Madrid played well. That midfield three, man. I mean, to be fair, I mean, we keep talking about how Xavi, Iniesta, and then Busquets are great, but that midfield three, man, you have to admit their consistency is amazing. And their big game mentality is also amazing. Yeah, they can probably lose to teams like Elche sometimes, but in the big games, these guys are money. They turn up, man. So let's be honest.
No, I mean, like, I just want to
what is
just
this
to share
tweet?
this.
What is this tweet? Oh my!
From Retha Bill. Gatlock, I'm very sorry. Please continue, man. Please continue, Gatlock. I'm sorry.
No. So look, the game was a good watch, man. It was a good watch. 2-1 doesn't really reflect how dominant. See, one thing I've learned. I think I learned this lesson when I watched. I think it was 2012 and 2013, Chelsea versus Barcelona, Bayern versus Barcelona in 2013. Possession is really overrated, man. Possession is overrated.
Sure,
I think Barca had like 70-something% of the possession, but you're looking at it and you're like, really? Because Real Madrid has so many chances, man. So many chances. I think there was one where so many players, I don't know how that ball did not go inside, but
So,
there was
I mean, do you blame Vinny for them not executing it, or it's harsh to put it all on Vinicius as to why they didn't win 3-4-1.
Vinicius. Okay, I get that. Mbappe and Haaland have, wowed the world to thinking that 20-year-olds are great and the Oga Mount is there in 22.
Easy.
And Sancho is there with also 20. But let's get this straight. Even Sancho has bad games. There are times Mbappe disappears. Haaland too. Sometimes he doesn't do much. Okay, he's still 20. Okay, you gotta give him time, man. I mean, the guy just put in a clinic against, although it was Kabak and Nathaniel Phillips, but still he did what he had to do. And
so is it a case of when we were maybe too harsh on him, that because he is so dangerous and gets himself in so many dangerous positions, that it's almost as if that we can become frustrated rather than crediting a guy so young who always somehow gets himself in dangerous positions?
The thing about Vinicius is that he doesn't have anybody to feed off of. I know he has Benzema, but Benzema ain't fast, man. He doesn't keep up with his pace. By the time he runs to where he needs to be, Benzema is still trying to catch up. No fault of his own. He's 34. Of course, he's going to slow down. If you had somebody with similar pace as him, okay, fine. Because this guy is not a striker. Okay, he doesn't play striker. Skills are mostly what he's good at. And he gets to that position and he'll get the ball to the striker. That is who Vinicius is. Goals is not supposed to what we're supposed to judge him on. Okay, and like I keep saying, he's 20. He has time. Okay, I think it's because Real Madrid are in this kind of situation. Because I don't remember Sensi having this kind of stress. Because I think it's because Real Madrid are in this kind of situation where they don't have like I know Benzema is a goal scorer, but they don't have like a Cristiano Ronaldo where you know that okay, fine, you have like more than one or two goal scorers. There was Ronaldo, Benzema, sometimes Bill can pitch in and other stuff. So everybody is looking at after Benzema, it has to be Vinicius. But to be fair, he's still 20. You still need to give him some time. So I don't think he had one good game. We praised him. And one bad game, we can call him out, but don't just start slating the dude because he will still come good. That's what I feel.
Also, Suna, talk to me.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Oh, what a stressful game! If I was I would hate to be a Real Madrid fan sometimes. Seriously.
Oh, thank you. Now you're experiencing my stress.
Jesus Christ! This should have been a comfortable win. I was thinking because all I wanted was it not to be a draw, because that means it's best for Atletico, and we all know that none of us want Atletico to win the title. Let's be fair. I mean, this should have been 3-0, 4-0 in the first half. It should have been more goals in the second. This game could have easily ended 6-1 or something. I mean, the chances that these guys missed. I remember there was a chance in the second half where, it was one of the most disastrous things. First, it's a perfect header for Benzema to take, but Vinicius steals the header, and then Kroos, who's completely open. You have to see this replay. It's insane. You have to see this replay. It's a free goal. He has time. He can take a touch even. Instead, he goes for a header.
But that's not his. But for Kroos, that's not his strongest strength. And I think that because it came to him so quickly, the only thing he could do was head the ball because it's happening so quickly. Does he have enough time to control the ball and then take?
He doesn't even need to control.
No.
Just volley it. Just volley it.
The worst one was when Vinicius was right open. He could have shot. He tried to pass it to Benzema.
No, I know this was the worst.
Like, why are you doing that?
I'm just saying the most disastrous one, the one that looked like the biggest disaster, because it was just two disasters in one. Mingueza was a good player today. He showed his
one of Barca's best.
Yes, he was pretty good. I think Casemiro pocketed Messi. He has done in the last 4 or 5 El Clasicos. He's pocketed Messi. What is it? I want to talk about the three at the back of Barcelona. If you see the first goal, you can see exactly what I was saying yesterday, where the 3 forwards of Real Madrid occupy the 3 center backs of Barca, and it becomes a 1v1v1, or sorry, 3 1v1s. So if you have the 3 1v1s, that means that you only have one defender on an attacker, which is never what you want, right? You always want to have one guy at cover. So Benzema, because what's his name? Biscuits is trying to cover for the Vasquez on the right back position. So he moves to left back to cover for Alba because Alba was going forward. And we all know Vasquez is slow as hell. He couldn't catch up. Langlet had to be looking at Valverde. So he actually was doing what he should have been doing, like marking Valverde. At the back post, it was the other, Mingueza on Vinicius. So you end up with a 1v1 situation where Araujo has to watch Benzema. Benzema makes a clever run from behind him, gets in front of him, and then scores the goal. That is exactly, I think, why the thing that Zidane was trying to employ. Now, I think it was very smart for him to have Valverde in there as well, because Valverde is a fast player and you can take advantage on the right wing or on the right forward position to occupy Langlet, and you can also have him to cover for Vasquez. I think the double shift really proved, like in the first half, where it looked like Barca were always a man down, you know? It looked like Madrid always had a man advantage. In the second half, I think they showed more composure off the ball. I don't understand what's with Real Madrid, though. They show up in all these big games and all, but I learned after the game against... I was watching the Real Madrid Celta Vigo game a couple weeks ago. These guys, in the beginning of the second half, always collapse. I have no idea what it is. It's the first 15, 20 minutes of the second half, it's a completely different team. I don't know if it's a tactical thing. I don't know if it's a mentality thing.
Guy. Do you know the average age of the three midfielders?
Easy, relax, man. Don't be ageist, man.
No, but here's the thing. Even if you count that, they should be fresh after coming back from the break. And the fact that they start performing again after the 65th minute is also something that's leads things to be wondered. So I just think they can make these games so much easier. Like, that's why I say I would hate to be a Madrid fan sometimes. It's like you feel like you can win a game 3-4-0, and yet this game ends 2-1, 2-2, 3-1 sometimes. Like, you always feel like you can win by more than what you actually win by. It's kind of the opposite of, what's it called? Manchester United, who always look like they're going to lose, but somehow they get a win. So, I don't know. It's I think it was a great game.
But do you think Real Madrid deserved to win? Like they were the best.
Yes,
they
definitely deserved to win that game. I don't care if they had 30% possession. They deserved to win that game. They were stronger, they were better, and they had the more tactical advantage on Barcelona. And the players just executed the plan better. And let's just see. Let me just say one more thing. Marcelo, have you guys seen how HH's favorite Real Madrid players have both gone to Burger King?
Bro, do you know how long he's been on the bench for? He's supposed to be. So he should still be slipping down while he's chilling on the bench. Come on, man. Let the guy.
Hatred. But one thing I just wanted to say quickly, man, bro. Yeah. Our attack is getting exhausted. We need your boy, bro. We fucking need your boy, bro. Please, man, bro. We don't have attackers, bro.
Let him live. Let him know. Deal with your attackers.
But to be honest,
let him live. He's been saved for the Euros.
This is why Venny is. But the thing about it, Venny's young. That's what I like about him. It's
bro.
Easy
Vinicius has played. Like,
bro.
Like how many minutes?
He will keep on playing. He will keep on
guys,
playing.
Bro, we need 160 minutes, bro.
Monta, you don't need anybody. Leave Hazard.
We need your boy back. He may be trash, but he's helpful. He's a helpful brick. He can give Vinny the rest that Vinny needs, bro.
He's a helpful brick. He's even a helpful brick, though?
He's a helpful brick.
He's not a useful brick at all.
Wait, guys. Because easy. So before I come to more, let me just hit some of these jobs before I come to more. So from Casey, who says, should have started Moriba instead of Pedri. If we are talking about chances, we also hit the crossbar multiple times, had more shots on targets and overall. But Casey, when you look at overall in the game and you're being fully honest, Real Madrid should have put that game away. Yes, you hit the bar here and so forth, but you just look at how Real Madrid played, how the type of opportunities they had, the breakaways that they had that were just missing a key pass. They opened it up. It was a good game. It was pretty close. Barca had their good chances. Real really should have put this game away and it should have been 3-1 or 4-1.
They almost had a heart attack with that last.
So wait, easy. So from Amchi Critical says, we need to sell Jessica Alba, Longley, Coutinho, and Messi. We'll get to Messi, don't worry.
You can't even sell Messi. He's living for free. That's one.
Well, yeah. Like the guy that's for free.
Why Barca lost today?
Oh, Oh, come on, man! I didn't reverse jinx them. I didn't reverse, and they were on top. And they were on top. Look! I didn't know that that reverse jinx doesn't work.
It took like how many seconds after that? This was what?
It's true. No, it was actually a few seconds.
I scored in the 14th minute.
Look, man, relax, man. Mo, talk to me, man. Mo, talk to me.
First, before I talk about the game, I want to give myself a dub. All right, I called the score. I told you he would start with Casemiro, Modric, Kroos, and Valverde. I called the Barca lineup, and I told you that Barca.
Are you sure you said? Are you sure you said?
No, actually, I watched it, and to be honest, like 2 hours before the Clasico, I watched the show, and Mo was on spot, man. Like he said that. He said that like Valverde was.
So Mo said Real 2-1.
Yeah. No. Mo said that like the tactics and all.
Yeah, I said that, and I said
the lineup as well. Yeah.
Go back and check it. I said 2-1, I called Barca's lineup. I called Barca's lineup, and no, you won't. And you're gonna put out a tweet apologizing to me. Anyways, let me get to the game. Enough gloating. First of all, like multiple guys have said, Real Madrid they made this game too interesting for their liking because they should have put it to bed long before the 90th minute. You blaming it on Vinicius, you're being a bully, to be honest, because the kid had a good game. He won the free kick that Real Madrid scored from. He started the counterattack that Real Madrid scored the first goal from, and he put a perfect pass to Valverde, and then Valverde hit the crossbar.
But what about all the stuff that he messed up as well?
Okay, but like you can't just look at the bad stuff and ignore the good. Like I'm not saying this was best Vinny, but it wasn't bad Vinny either. It was decent Vinny. And like a couple of guys have mentioned, a lot of guys from Real Madrid missed that. Kroos missed an easy one. Valverde, Vasquez.
No, continue. Ignore. Just continue. I'm just continue. Ignore. I'm just being stupid. Continue. So yeah, you said go. Yeah.
Valverde missed, Vasquez missed, Kroos missed, Benzema. What a finish, by the way, by Benzema. Oh my God. That was
we'll get there because we're going to have a Benzema section. Trust me.
Yeah. And what's it called? Also, Militao deserves a lot of credit. Hell of a performance. Like, looking at the Real Madrid lineup before the game, you have to say he was predictably Real Madrid's biggest weakness because he doesn't have that much experience in big games. He hasn't been performing up to par ever since he's joined, but he had some very good moments on Messi specifically. When I look at Barcelona, I know the heat on Dembele, but to be fair, he's being played out of position because Dembele isn't a guy who can play with his back to the ball.
No,
yeah, and he was like especially in the first half, he was playing with his back to the goal. That's not how Dembele plays. He wants to run into space. So get any player in the world and have him play in a way they're uncomfortable with. They're not gonna.
And also the thing is that he may work against Betis, Eibar, or Tapaspor FC, but against one of the best teams in the league. Now that's a whole different kind of the defensive situation of the guy who isn't a natural striker that's deal with. Hence why second half he has to move him out wide, because he couldn't get any cheddar because Militao and Nacho put the chokehold on him.
Yeah, exactly. And Pedri was shocking, to be honest. I don't know why Koeman waited till the 80th minute to take him off. He should have been taken off in like the 70th minute, 65th minute. Seeing, like, I didn't expect Griezmann to start, and I didn't think he should start, but seeing the second half, he probably should have started. At the very least, to give Dembele some freedom. Like, at the very least, he would have helped with that. Even if he didn't contribute himself, he would have given Dembele more freedom. And I think Monta has said it, like you were right to say that, Pedri and left forward is just not, like, you can clearly tell he's uncomfortable with it. Messi, I guess we're going to talk about him later, right? In general, look, Real Madrid made this too interesting than they should have. I mean, could you imagine if Ter Stegen had scored the equalizer? Like, could you imagine Real Madrid's reaction to that? That would have been absolutely hectic. And complaining like, oh, the whole penalty, it's obviously not a penalty. Like you saw, and this is, easy to make the direct comparison because they were facing each other. Vinicius wanted the penalty in the first half. He asked for it. The ref didn't give it. And then they just kept playing. No one complained afterwards. when they were walking to the locker rooms at halftime, Zidane or Ramos didn't go to the ref and complain. You ask for it in the moment. He says no, move on. Don't fixate on it too much, and that's what Barca do.
No. But I think you have to understand that Real, they knew that they had control of the game. And when you know that you don't have control of the game, you try and get any which way to get yourself back into the game. So for Barca, we're like, man, if we can just get this penalty, this can just get us back in that game.
Yeah, and that's why I understand them going to the ref right away and complaining. But it feels like, after the game, you see Koeman talking to the ref, PK talking to the ref. It just gives you the sense that it's weighing on their mind after the fact too much. They're playing and they're thinking, oh, we should have had a penalty. How wasn't this a penalty? Move on. It's done.
Okay. What's it called? Undisputed.
First of all, before I talk about El Clasico, HH, did you see that goal today by the best right back in the world? Anyway, moving on to El Clasico. HH, you good?
Can you talk about El Clasico,
yes,
please?
Yes,
I'm not talking about freaking Aston Villa from freaking Birmingham. Please,
thank you. Yeah, the Real Madrid clearly deserved to win. So dangerous, Vinicius especially. I don't understand this criticism. This guy, he won the free kick for the second goal. He put it on a plate for Valverde, who hit the bar. He is so dangerous. Benzema again, what a finish! But I guess we'll get to him later. Can we have a discussion about Modric and Kroos against Xavi and Iniesta sometime in the future?
Yes, we will. We have to. We have to have the combo. I want to see. Let me just say this right now. They're not winning this Champions League. They're not even going to sniff this Champions League. They're not sniffing it. But let's see what happens on Wednesday against your boys. And when they retire, we're going to have a conversation as who was the better three: Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets at their peak, or Modric, Casemiro, and Kroos at their peak. That's a very key conversation.
We can exclude Casemiro. He weighs them down. Anyway. No. I'm serious. No.
Look, mate, continue with this assessment, man.
No. Modric gave that guy a career.
Honestly,
No.
We have to bring back the Brick Academy for members, man. Seriously, I think for Brick analysis,
it's borderline. I am ham level.
HH.
Yes.
HH. Did you
Undisputed,
not hype up the Oos as the
What?
next big
Undisputed, can you talk about the freaking game?
Don't entertain Undisputed, bro. He called Casemiro overrated.
I didn't expect that.
No. Casemiro is overrated. Modric is amazing. Casemiro is overrated.
Okay,
anyway,
so
moving on.
The game.
About Barca.
Talk about the game.
Barca
Don't entertain
again
this
made
man,
a
bro.
mistake going 3-4-3. It's a formation usually rarely works in big games because you're essentially giving up a midfield player for a defender. Looked much better in the second half once they switched to the formation they should have. Ousmane Dembele, by the way, this guy, he cannot dribble, he cannot pass, he cannot finish.
I saw him put the ball through someone's legs in the first half.
He is awful. HH, he is awful. He is horrendous. He is worse than Minamino. He is one of the worst players that I have ever seen in my life. Don't you ever dare hype this guy up anyway. 2-footed. Is this what you saw in this guy? 2-footed. He has two weak feet. That's what he does. Awful. Just absolutely an awful footballer. Once this guy doesn't have any more pace, he will be working at McDonald's. That's how bad this guy is.
Are you done?
Yeah, in general, I would to talk about Benzema.
No. We'll just go about Benzema afterwards.
We'll see.
So before I come to Nomad, from Amshukudi who says, for real though, Leo needs Fati and a 9 to prolong his career. But if Barca end up trophyless, even if they win Copa del Rey, I will be shocked if Barca does stay, because I'm not sure whether Barcelona will get the pieces for Messi to be around. And I think that they need to move Messi away so Barca can create a whole new team that is not dependent on your boy Lionel Messi. And I think Ansu Fati, even without a 9, Ansu Fati was a major miss for Barcelona. Ansu Fati is around, but have a different season. And from Casey, who says, some sick fans rate Gerard Lampard over Modric. Casey, one of those sick fans is here. He's called Undisputed.
I never said that.
Can I land? Anybody mad or sick enough, i.e. Liverpool or Chelsea fanboys, to even put those two players in the same stratosphere as Modric are psychopaths. But again, if you're a Chelsea fanboy, a Liverpool fanboy, You would do that because you're stupid and you're just a freaking cultist. Nomad, talk to me.
No,
Nomad,
I just need to quickly
No, you're
finish my
not.
point about
You're not clearing
Casemiro.
anything.
No.
No.
Casemiro is a limited footballer,
Nomad.
and he will
Can you talk?
cost Real
Nomad.
Madrid in the
Okay, wait.
Champions League.
How do I meet this guy? How do I meet this guy? Nomad, talk.
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you, man. We can hear you.
Yeah. I think this would probably be the last Clasico we're gonna see Messi in, right?
We have no idea, but we'll get to Messi after. Just talk about the game as well. Just talk about the game in general.
Yeah, it was a great game, and I think one of the most underrated performances from Real Madrid side was from Karim Benzema, and every single time that he got the ball in the middle of the pitch, immediate transition. Great work rate by Mondi, both in the attacking and the defensive sense. And here we actually got to see the difference between both the teams. Character, attitude, steel, and also a fair level of confidence in what's expected from you. And I think that's the difference that we saw between both the teams. And also, like I said, if this is the last Clasico we're going to see Messi in. Now he's gone 7 Clásicos without a goal or an assist, right? His longest streak without scoring in a Clasico.
He scored a pen last time.
Doesn't count.
What, 6, 7? Yeah, maybe, yeah. Okay, outfield goal in the last 7 Clásicos. And being a Real Madrid fan, I think I'm very happy with tonight's performance, especially yeah, I think it was a great performance. But again,
so what did you make of Vinicius' performance? Do you think he should be criticized for not being decisive enough in ending this game, or were being a bit too critical of him that he still played well and contributed to the win?
I think not much is expected from him in the case of Real Madrid, because he's doing what is asked from him by Zidane. I don't think Zidane is asking from him to be a Cristiano Ronaldo or a Gareth Bale or whatever. I think he's just a disruptor. I think he's sent out there to attract attention towards himself so that Benzema, as I said, can really get hold of those transitions. And also, I actually missed Asensio tonight. I understood why Zidane got Valverde in, but Asensio could have really, made the difference, because whatever people may say about him, he has that X factor. We saw that.
But then, though,
against
who was a key factor in the first goal? It was Valverde, who was obviously playing in place of Asensio.
Yes, of course. That's what I said. We can all understand why Valverde was picked, but as being a fan of Asensio, I'm a bit biased towards him. And also, the next couple of matches for Real Madrid are going to be tough, because we don't know about the personnel. What personnel they're going to have against Liverpool and against Getafe away, because of the personnel. So all in all, a solid performance and a good gift for me, because I'm COVID positive, so a bit relief.
Oh, that's okay. Left. Oh, get better, bro. Get better from for COVID, bro.
Yeah, thanks.
Stay healthy, man. Stay healthy. So let's get to Benzema. Let's get to Benzema.
Wait. Let me have my take on Barcelona. Real Madrid.
Wait. Haven't you already spoken?
No, I haven't. Not yet.
Okay. Talk to me.
I mean, I've been questioning this team's mentality when it comes to big games this whole season. I mean, I look back at the Juve game at home. I look at the Spanish Super Cup final. I also look at the Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid first leg and second leg right now. This team has not necessarily deliver when it comes to big games. And people, the second leg against PSG was a great performance, but at the same time, there was really no pressure to perform because everyone had their sight on PSG making it to the next round. Even though we created those chances, some of these players didn't necessarily. Some of these players didn't necessarily.
No, Zeman, don't laugh. You wanted to pop these in the preview. You were saying what? Did you say 3-1 Barca?
I don't know who you're talking about. Who the hell?
That is right. He did want to pop Barca.
Just to know, he said Zeman said Real Madrid.
How dare you, bro?
Can I land? Zeman said Real Madrid are a bunch of bombs. Zidane is a
No, I never said Zidane.
Zeman, can I please talk? Please. So Zeman said Real Madrid are a bunch of bombs. Zidane is a bald prick. And Barca are going to bend over and colonize and sacrifice those complete utter losers. And that Franco and so forth are the reason why Spain is a bomber's country. That's what's And also he said as well that HH come tonight, we're going to pop bottles when Messi puts 3 goals and 2 assists and Barcelona. I think he said like 5-1 or something. He said,
Zeman, come on, bro. I expect better from you.
Okay.
Receipts should be banned.
Oh, hell no. The receipts have been banned. Zeman, talk to me. Round off. Okay, that I think we lost Zeman there. So I want to talk about Benzema.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we lost you, bro. No, we're moving to Benzema, bro. We have to move to Benzema. Moving. So, guys, Benzema. Guys, I'm going to say something, and people may think it's crazy, but I'll say it, and I don't care what anyone says. Is it too crazy to say based on form? Based purely on form. This is not about legacy or trophies of what you've done. Based purely on form, I think we can say that Benzema is top 3 players in the world based on form.
Not even that. It says since Lewandowski.
Wilton, relax. Just
No, listen. Since Lewandowski's injured, he's the best number 9 in the world right now. I want to say Haaland based on goals.
I didn't say no. I told you not. That's what I'm saying. Forget striker, just player.
Oh, player.
Because we know that Cristiano is trying to qualify for top 4 in Serie against Cagliari and then Pescara.
Yeah,
Messi didn't do anything. No, that's also Neymar, Uber Eats. So we don't even know where he's at.
Showed up against Bayern. Absolutely lubricated Bayern.
My thing is like you've got to respect Joshua Kimmich. Apart from Joshua Kimmich, in terms of just overall football and in terms of value and what you're doing for your team, Benzema has to be like top 3 or top 4 players in the world. And for me, this is his best season. And as one of the Dubs said earlier, it's such a shame that we didn't get this player all throughout his Real Madrid career. But then it begs the question, if we got this player, do Real Madrid have a 3-peat? Did Benzema have to be a side chick for Cristiano for that system to work and for them to give you those 3 CLs? It's one of those things. So come on, let me hit over to Wilton, man. Benzema, is this his best season? Is he amongst the best players in the world? And why didn't we see this fully, man? Because again, it's like the guy's playing some high level for football, and that finish is just.
You know what this season reminds me of? Just like how I say Messi best in my opinion is 2019, but most people say 2012 because he scored 91 goals. But 2016 Benzema, I think he scored 30 goals. I think that season. Correct me if I'm wrong. In 2016, I think that was his best season. But based on the team now, I would say based on dud, like you always said, degree of difficulty, I would say this one is his best season because he's the most important player on that team. If Benzema isn't there, like we're not doing anything. It's pretty much just cross the ball in. Hopefully Casemiro gets a header in or Sergio Ramos score a goal for us. But it's criminal. He's not playing for the French national team. I do feel sad for him. Like this could have been his last. Like this could have been his last Euro, and I think so because the next year he's gonna be 38. So this could have been his last year. Maybe he could have done something with the French national team. It's criminal, but it is what it is. I can't believe that Brit Giroud has a World Cup over Benzema. But hey, sometimes life isn't fair. That's how life is. But Benzema to me is like he's such a good footballer to not just score and goal. He's really good at playmaking. The guy is important. That's what I always tell Bayern fans that no disrespect to Lewandowski. Of course, Lewandowski is a machine, but I would love to see Lewandowski in this Real Madrid team and see how would he perform based on the quality that he has around him. But
See, I've got to say that Lewandowski is a better, more clinical striker. But from what I've seen, Benzema is a better player. Overall, as a footballer, in terms of football IQ and the different skills and assets he has, I think he's a better player. Which is why people will say, oh, Eto'o and Henry. Eto'o better striker, Henry better player. I think Benzema, Lewandowski, Benzema, better footballer, Lewandowski better striker. There is more footballing stuff that Benzema brings.
He's been so close for us this season. So I think this is gonna go down as one of his best seasons. Depends how we end it. If we don't win a trophy, most people are gonna say based on stats, that's his best season. But usually you have to end up the season with a trophy. But right now he's having a fantastic season, especially that goal he scored today. The audacity to score a goal like that in a big game like that, where it's a must-win game for us, and he did it. Like the guy was insane. It's just unfortunate that he didn't score that. Venice didn't make a better pass to him. I think that would have been his second goal of the game. But
so what are his highest goal tally in a season?
I think it was 2016. He scored like 30 goals. Or I know it was around 30. I don't remember the exact
was
number.
that 30 in just La Liga or
no
or
overall
30,
the season?
All comps.
Well, like in all comps overall the season.
Okay.
Because Cristiano was averaging 40 plus goals a season, so it is what it is. But yeah, I think Benzema has just been seriously underrated. He's just been very underrated. But as a player, this guy is definitely top 3 or even top 2 best striker in the last decade or so. It's him, Lewandowski, and Suarez. Those are the top 3 in my personal opinion.
So 2015, 2016, 24 goals. That is his highest tally in just the league. He had 24 goals. And right now, he is currently on 19 goals. So there's a chance he could break that. There's a chance he could break that. And I think that even if he doesn't break that, just his overall performance has been quality. So let's just see what he ends up with. But 24 goals is his highest ever La Liga tally. So if he comes close to that and so forth, I think this will already easily be his best ever season in terms of output and just influence and overall performance.
But overall, it's his great player, man. This guy deserves a lot of credit for what he's doing.
Well, let's see what he does on Wednesday, bro. Gatlock, talk to me, man. Benzema. Gatlock. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Osasuna, talk to me. Benzema.
I think going top 2, top 3 is a bit far. I think Neymar and
Are we judging Neymar by what he does in Uber Eats
and the Champions League? Did you not see what he did against Bayern? Hello.
That's one game. Because
what other game could he have done it in? He did it in the group stages as well.
But my argument against Neymar is he's almost screwed himself over because I cannot base you off what you're doing in Uber Eats. Benzema has a larger body of work, which is La Liga, which is far more competitive than Uber Eats if you play for PSG and Champions League as well. All Neymar has is that's game against Liverpool and that game against. That's not a larger body of work. Remember, I'm about form. Of course, Neymar is one of the most talented players in the world, but based on form, I need like 5, 6, 7 games. You could just give me 2 CL games.
Injured for like 2 months.
Oh, that's actually true. Neymar's been injured, so
yeah.
I guess you could go. But then if you take that, then who is he not better than? Except maybe a Kimmich. I think maybe second place. Then would you say? But anyway, that's just a debate. Benzema provides a lot to be a lot of what Real Madrid need. He's sort of because what you want from your striker is to complete your team. You have the base of your team. You build your 10 players, and your striker is the guy that completes the team. You shouldn't build your team around your striker. That's how you have teams that fail. So I think what Benzema provides is pretty much like when you look at the Real Madrid team outside of Benzema, they can very much control the midfield, control the ball, and they can keep the ball extremely well. They're very good at playing out of presses. But what Benzema provides is that forward, that forward stretch, not the wide stretch, the forward stretch, where when he comes in to build up play, it's not because he wants to help keep the ball. It's because he wants to create space for the people to make runs behind him, or in front of. Well, I guess it would be behind him because he goes with back to goal. So it's never because they need to keep possession. It's always he's the guy that provides an outlet and provides an opening for the defense. He's always been that. Whether he was playing with Cristiano or whether he was not playing with Cristiano, he's always been that player. When he was with Cristiano, it was always that he was just a guy that you had to look out for in the box and then sort of make it a 1v1 with Cristiano at the back post with the defender. And now he is, he can, I mean, that finish today, man. Wow. That's an amazing finish.
Superb.
That's actually one of the better goals I've seen from him this season, to be honest. There's not too much.
That volley he scored, which I think was the winning goal. I can't remember who it was against. That was another crazy goal. The volley.
I don't remember that goal, but nevertheless, I'm trying to look at this the 2018-19 season. He scored 30 goals. I don't see the league how many La Liga goals. I thought I was trying to see.
2018-19 was 21. So 18-19, 21.
21.
15. Basically, his highest goal tally was in 15-16, 24.
Okay. So I think that season it was more because Cristiano at the beginning of the season wasn't really doing anything, and so he had to step up for him there. But the 2018-19 season, from the moment that Ronaldo left, he's been crucial to these guys. Even when they were crap, he was still good for these guys, right? So, I mean, I remember a time when he was in the Brick Academy. I still remember one game. It was at home against Valencia in 2017-18, where he missed about 3 open goals. That was the match that I actually thought I was finished with Benzema. I thought this guy is not going to ever be a good player. No, now he's turned it around. It is what it is. But I think what this guy provides to Real Madrid is exactly what you want from your striker. You want him to complement your weaknesses. Are we going to have a section on Courtois?
I mean, you can. No, we're not. We're going to talk about Messi next, but you can give me something briefly on Courtois.
The one keeper that could have replaced Navas is Courtois. So Real Madrid literally found the one guy that could have been a better replacement.
Navas was still special, though.
He was special, yes.
He got done dirty, in my view.
He did done dirty, but in the end, I think it was a good decision by Madrid, because if you look at the way that Madrid defend, it's always been 1v1. We go at you. It's you against me. Not we have a defensive system and we want to protect ourselves from getting into 1v1 situations with the striker and the goalkeeper, which is why it's actually pretty easy to get him behind Real Madrid, because if you make quick passes, you can get through them, which is why you need an excellent 1v1 goalkeeper. Now it's an excellent shot stopper, but he isn't tall. He doesn't go in on a strike. When you're a striker, I know this from because I was a striker. When you're a striker, whenever you're against a big goalkeeper, it's always you feel a lot more pressure because you always feel like you have to go to either side, but then you don't know which one. And if he goes, but you don't know also if you want to chip him. The best way to go is obviously under the legs. But the way and with the way Courtois tries to save, you go under his legs. He opens his legs. But
he's also very skilled. It's not just about him being big. He's also very skilled in terms of how he opens his body up and how he makes it very difficult in terms of how he manipulates his body to close off all the angles.
He covers everything. He covers the near post with his leg and the far post with his other leg, and then the arms cover the higher portion. So it's literally you have to either chip him or get under him. There's never another way to score it, which is why it's so like you feel so much more pressure when a goalkeeper like that comes out, and he comes out very quickly at you as well. But he doesn't commit to a tackle or anything, or let you go around him. So I think the way he does things, I think right now he is the best keeper in the world. Neuer, I know it was just off one game, but it's the Champions League quarterfinal. You can't be doing the things that Neuer did in the Champions League final. I think he got a bit cocky. Because Mr. Rummenigge said, "Oh, they won the Champions League final. The difference was Neuer." Well, the difference this game was also Neuer, because think he was trying to be a bit cocky where he
I think what
I'll talk about that tomorrow.
Okay, so before I come to Mo, man, let me just quickly hit these dubs very quick. So from Yassir's side, man, thank you for the dub, who says undisputed deal with Casemiro. No, undisputed deal with Casemiro's benches fans hub for Brazil. Deal with it. He's better.
Can I say something on that quickly?
Wait. Let me just say that.
Don't entertain him.
He's better. Deal with it, man. These Liverpool fans, not Hassan, shakes my head. I think yes.
No. Undisputed is the same guy that thought Thiago is the best midfielder in the world.
I want to explain.
Yes, you have to understand this thing that Undisputed is one of the brickiest members on this panel here, and I think that some of the stuff that he started is garbage. Undisputed, no one cares what your position is. No one cares what your position is.
This guy receives the ball with his back to goal.
So, Ntai, you wanted to say something? Ntai, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I'll just say it quickly. Yeah. And just feel okay. You hate Casemiro. Okay, you don't like Casemiro because he's not that good football. You said, right?
He's an awful footballer.
Okay.
I like Xabi Alonso.
Okay. Can I respond to that? Right?
Yeah.
And how you rep Salah? Then how dare you rep Salah? Because that guy is like so washed as a footballer. Let's be honest. Okay. Salah has been just a tap-in and goal-scoring merchant. Okay, he scored goals. But then how you rep Salah? I don't
Do you know who creates the most chances in our team?
Don't give it the physical evidence because you know why? You know why? That system gets the best out of Salah to create. As a footballer, individual ability, Salah is nowhere near, for example, likes of tons of wingers, man. Come on, look at Riyad Mahrez.
Undisputed.
Better football than Riyad Mahrez.
Wait, undisputed. You
let's
cannot
talk about
open your mouth.
Midfielders and Casemiro.
Undisputed. You cannot open your mouth and call Casemiro rubbish. A guy who
he's
anybody
not
with
rubbish.
half
He's
a
just
football
a
brain.
rubbish footballer. He's a good defender. He's just an awful footballer with the ball at his feet. He panics when he has the ball at his feet. And
So
did you watch?
Wait.
What's his main role? What's his main role?
Okay. So wait. No. It's undisputed. So, but this is something that you don't really watch the game. So all those passes he makes, those 40-yard passes, that's a goal that he scored in the Champions League final. Some of the goals that he scores, the late runs he makes, whether it's headed goals that he scores, goals with his feet, him carrying the ball, and so on and so forth.
That final goal was a bit lucky.
Was it?
He says
that
final goal was lucky.
It was a bit lucky. Let's be honest.
Look, give me a
No.
Look. Wait. No. We have to move on. So
Modric is the best central mid of the 21st century. So I'm not biased against Madrid.
Okay, so Armchair Critic. Thank you, man. You've talked. Armchair Critic, who says, HH, we all need the drugs Nomad's using. Beautiful. I don't think Nomad is on drugs, though. I think he is drug-free. We cannot promote drugs here. Please, guys, say no to drugs unless they make you hyper. Armchair Critic again says, HH, don't go overboard. Leo, who didn't have that great a game today. Lewandowski, who's injured, but really he's only mainly a goal scorer. Neymar, I don't give a damn about Uber Eats.
What I'm hearing, Messi top 3 Ballon d'Or.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh God.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe.
Scoring against Granada.
So basically, I'm critic. You're telling me that Leo, Lewandowski, Neymar, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Mbappe are all better than Benzema? You're high.
Fanboys FC.
You're high. You're high. So wait, from LSK Laxon, who says, aside from Goatsad, Benz is the best footballer right now. So he's obviously trying to troll me on Hazard. And an argument can be made. You can make an argument that Benzema is amongst the best footballers right now based purely on form. From Alex One, who says, Benzema was so clutch last year. But this year, I think, I was looking at the at who scored. He got 10 Man of the Match awards last season. I think he's most ever in a season. And Benzema was so clutch last year, but this year, I think Kroos and Modric have been better, and he's third. I don't know. Also, Nacho has been amazing in Ramos's absence. Yes, Nacho has been really, really, really good. He's been really, really good. Very good, man. From Uncle Wham, says Benzema should win Ballon d'Or if Real Madrid wins the CL. I agree. But it depends what Kroos and Modric do, though. And I think you have to also look at what Courtois has done. But I think Benzema would be a front runner. And also, Zidane ahead of Pep if he gets a double with this team. I'm not going to cross that bridge. I refuse to entertain that. Because all I say to people is that don't you dare allow Zidane to come anywhere near that trophy. Don't. Just don't. And finally, we easy from the other side, who says Ross Barkley, the Nigerian Englishman, he isn't Nigerian. We don't claim him. My God, dude is a brick. Hot to watch him play. The other side, he isn't Nigerian. We don't claim him. And I have told, and he's been a classy brick for a while, although he's been played pretty well for Villa. But I mean, yeah, he's been a classy brick for a long time. That's nothing new, bro. Mo, talk to me.
Okay, before I start, I pulled up the receipt just because you don't believe me. So listen,
Mo, we can't hear you. You sound like you're in Modo. You sound like you're Modo. You sound like you're in Modo. Can you?
He's putting the phone on the mic. That's what he's doing.
He's trying to pull a receipt.
Yeah, that's why he sounds like he's in Siberia.
You see, he's pulling a receipt, and I'm so happy that you've bricked this because now I can't get planned. Mo, you can't hear what's been said. So Mo, can you put your brick-ass mouth onto the mic, pause, and just tell me what you think about Benzema?
Okay. I guess my laptop's mic isn't that good.
Good thing they messed up. Okay, that was a brick, man.
I'm not gonna pull up the receipt, but I called that.
Good. Yeah,
Mo, just tell me the minute. Just tell me the minute. Mo, I'll
man. Just you miss your mic, man. Mo, talk to me.
No,
Benzema.
Just tell me the minute, and I'll pull up the receipt.
Type it in the chat.
Yes, minute 56 and a half almost.
Okay.
Wait, what's going on here?
We're ganging up on you. Anyways, Benzema. Look, I think the best players in the world right now. Number 1, Mason Mount. No, look, I think Benzema right now is the best player in the world, to be fair.
Ooh.
Yeah, look, on current form. Kimmich is second and Mbappe is third. That's the top 3 for me right now. Today's finish, like I said, it was filthy. It was absolutely filthy. The man, look, like, he keeps amazing me, and I'm like, okay, like, surely, like, he's not gonna do something crazy, and then he does. So even like a few days ago versus Liverpool, like, even though he didn't score or get an assist, he was crucial. Like, even when he doesn't score, he's always crucial to what they do. That's why, like, I love watching him so much. He always finds a way to impact the game. And on top of that, I feel like he's been a very good influence on Vinicius as of late, which is like a bonus for, you know, a leader in your team. So yeah, like, I don't want to overstate anything. Like, I don't want to talk too much because I feel like the best way to know how good Benzema is just to watch him. Like, you can't truly describe how good he is. You just have to watch him to know.
Eye test.
Yep.
Muntaha, talk to me, man. Big Benz.
Do I have to rank him or just in general just talk about that?
Let me pose a question. Do you say he's based purely on form? Just based purely on form. I don't care about striker. Is he the best player in the world? Is he top 2, top 3, top 4, top 5? Based purely as a player overall on recent form.
Okay, so like while answering this question, you guys need to understand that like I'm a Madrid fan, so I might be a bit biased towards you. Okay, so
okay, try not to be biased. Okay, try not to be biased.
I think so. He makes it like top 3 for me right now. Like if you see throughout the season and the goals we needed, the attackers he plays. I mean, come on, man. Let's be honest. Okay, he's playing with Brick Asensio. Then you have like sort of inexperienced Vinicius Junior, like youngster in a sense. So you need to give him credit if you see his carrying of our attack. So he's pretty much doing his job and he's putting some great numbers. I remember for 2 games, you know, I mean, pre-international break, Benzema missed 2 games and we pretty much suffered to score, man. Like Mariano, Diaz, we are playing and all these guys. So they couldn't able to score the goals. So still, I believe Benzema, yeah, he is for me top 3 world, like best player in the world. So for me right now, if you ask me to rank top 3, so I'll say number 1 Mbappe for me. Number 2 is going to be Lewandowski. Still is injured, but I believe the numbers he's producing and even in Bundesliga and in Champions League as well. So for me, overall, Lewandowski have a better shout than Benzema this season, and then third Benzema for me.
So let's try and keep this real quick so we can quickly rush through the topics. So again, all I want is just where would you rank Benzema right now as a player? Not as a striker, as a player. Z-Man, would you rank Benzema overall as a player right now based on recent form?
Yeah, I would rank him as top 3. And to also add into it, Zidane, when Benzema was being criticized in the press conferences, I remember he said something along the likes of, "If you don't rate Benzema, then you don't know football," and that is true.
I remember that. Yeah,
Benzema. Yeah, Benzema's ability, the unique thing that makes him so unique and incredible is the fact that this guy doesn't necessarily do the pass that breaks the line all the time. He does those small passes that end up creating those huge spaces of gaps for his teammates to exploit. So I would say he's top 3, top 4.
Where would you rank him, Abdul?
HH, let me just get some input from you actually.
Crap. Benzema has to rank as one of the worst players in my memory. He's going up to Class A. I've run out of words. This is your main striker, and for Zidane, you're looking like a fool, and it's almost blasphemous to say this, but you're looking like a fool playing a dude that's just crap.
This was old, man.
I said again, Benzema is horrendous. Benzema has to rank as one of the worst players playing right now. I mean,
based on that, HH, I'm finding it hard to find arguments for why he's better than Martin Braithwaite. So for me, Braithwaite number 1.
That clip was taken about 6-7 years ago, and that was when the guy was a brick. Do you know that? See, this thing, whenever people bring up receipts, do you know that in football you can be crap one time and amazing one time? You could be amazing one time and crap one time. Balotelli was seen to be one of the best strikers in the world. Now he plays for Monza in Serie B. These things happen. So bring up the receipts as much as you want. I still back what I said at the time.
You know that receipt. You know that receipt has the most appearances in this hangout. Like, how much have I heard that receipt?
Yeah, but it's like
yeah,
that receipt makes no sense because it's like I said it then because he was crap then. So this is, and as the Dub just said previously, he was a side chick for Cristiano, which worked, but he was a side chick. But now in Cristiano's absence, he's now changed his role to be this player that we saw at Lyon. So it is what it is. But I fully back what I said then. Please continue, big man. Abdul. So Abdul, where were you ranking him? Where are you ranking him?
Number one.
Oh, okay. Undisputed. Where are you ranking Benzema? Undisputed.
6th.
Who are the 5 players ahead of him?
The 2 best players in the world are still Messi and Neymar.
Oh my god,
bro. No.
Bro,
ability-wise, they are clear.
Bro, why we're not talking ability? We're talking about right now, bro. Right now, bro. Like, what did you watch the game? What did Messi do in that game today, bro?
You can't rank based on the last one game.
Undisputed, based on recent form.
Messi and
recent form.
As in, like, the last game.
Undisputed. I think you haven't watched Messi this season, bro. I think so.
And this is a sick person.
Okay. Undisputed. Just name your 5 so I can move to Messi. So Messi, Neymar,
Kimmich, Lewandowski, and Mbappe. Oh, sorry, HH, one more thing. This is just a random fact. From 2009 to 2018, right, when both Benzema and Cristiano played for Real Madrid, I'll ask you guys, who scored more goals in El Clasico that were not penalties?
You still got to score penalties, don't you?
No. Non-penalty goals from 2009 to 2018 in El Clasico.
Benzema?
Yeah, you're right. Random fact.
Thank you for that, Waldo. Natsa.
I'm just gonna play his receipt so he doesn't.
Like, so tight. I just feel like there's something I should know in terms of for Barcelona. If Barcelona go down like 1-0 at halftime or 2-1 or something, there's something they should recognize with Real Madrid. It seems as though every time at the beginning of the second half, if anyone watches boxing, you'd know what a coasting round is. So the first 15 minutes or so of the second half, Real Madrid kind of sit back. If they're in the lead, they kind of sit back, allow you to come at them and just try to defend, like they did versus Liverpool. Versus Liverpool, it didn't work out because Liverpool scored. So Barca should keep in mind that, you know, even if you go down at halftime, you still have those opening 15, 20 minutes where you can really press them and do something. And So that's why I think, like, even if someone is up at halftime, and Real Madrid can always come at you. So even if it's like someone's up at halftime, it won't be over. With that being said, I'm gonna say, and I hate predictions because it's always a stab in the dark. I'm gonna say Real Madrid edge it 2-1.
Oh, give me a stab in the dark.
I told you.
Oh,
Believe me,
whatever, man. Yeah, Mo, you're using witchcraft, bro. Witchcraft doesn't count. Don't thank him. Don't thank him for exposing your witchcraft. You see, stab in the dark. It's not a stab in the dark. You use witchcraft. Nasa, what do you want to say, bro? Where you ranking Benzema, bro? Based on recent form.
You have to give credit where it's due.
Don't you dare put De Bruyne anywhere on this list, but continue.
Wait. I just want to say something. Why are we ranking Benzema first? Because isn't the Champions League the Dodd?
This is just written for let's see. As of right now, who knows what's going to happen on Wednesday? But as of right now, where would you rank him? As of right now, what's it called? Sunday, the 11th of April. Where would you rank him as of right now, at this very moment, based on what he's done up to this point?
Very moment, he's been a league merchant, let's be honest. At this very moment, he has been a league merchant. So Mbappe has been playing, even though I don't rate Mbappe, he's been showing up in the big Champions League games, so you cannot put Benzema first.
No, but this is, Dodd is a different argument. I just said recent form. Dodd is something separate.
If you're going to recent form, Lever's still better than Benzema. Lever's been scoring more goals. But if you want to talk about footballing in a whole,
football. Not striker. Lewandowski is the best striker in the world. Football
in a whole, Benzema's been the best in the world, and I'd agree. Footballing wise. So yeah.
What kind of dog could Real Madrid have in the Champions League? They played against Atalanta and against a team that looked like Eibar with the worst right back in the Premier League.
Dodd is still Dodd, and we'll see. And Dodd will also happen.
Shut your mouth.
All right, so Nomad, talk to me. Where do you rank Benzema right now as a footballer overall?
As a footballer overall, I think he'd be top 3.
Okay.
I think he's been top 10 over the last decade.
No. Sorry.
Because he's been the best goal scorer in Champions League history after Cristiano and Lionel Messi. That is a fact.
But no
one cares about Lewandowski. No one cares. No one cares about what Lewandowski has done. You can't
ignore what Xavi has done, what Iniesta has done, what the Cannibal Suarez has done. They have their set because I think top 10 players who was. I mean, okay.
But Benzema has been better than Suarez in the Champions League, so.
Yeah, he's been the best after Cristiano and Messi.
Okay, if let's say he's 8th, 9th, 10th, maybe he's squeezed into top 10. He squeezes into there. Yeah. Okay. So guys, last thing on this whole classical thing, man. Oh God, Messi.
Yes, come to me first.
Good. Okay, guys. Messi, if you're listening, and I know you do because I know you listen to these hangouts. I know for a fact. So shout out to Messi, Thiago, and like what's the name of his other kid, like Messi Jr. whatever. Shout out to Raphael, Neymar's sister. Hey, easy, relax, chill. So my thing is this: Messi has to leave. You have to leave. If you don't leave, you're a loser. And you have to go to PSG because this thing with him and Barcelona ends working. Here's the thing. We still have a title race. We still have a title race, although Real Madrid are in the drive because Real Madrid could very much run the entire table. And they've done it before. They did it last season. Real could just say, you know what, we're just going to say what's up because Real have played Barca twice. They've played Atletico twice. So Real could just say, let's just run this freaking table all the way through. And Barca have to now face Atletico Madrid still. So Copa del Rey isn't enough. Sorry, it isn't. So him not winning the league title, I don't know what it is. So maybe the question here, and I'll just keep it very brief and compact. Is this Messi's last El Clasico? Is this the last El Clasico for Messi? Wilton?
No, I don't think he's gonna leave it because.
Oh, what? I mean, Wilton, what?
Because it's just, look how much money this guy is making, bro. It doesn't make sense for him to leave.
He's staying for just for money.
Yes, because let's be real. Messi knows he's in his mind. Pretty sure he accepted that he's not winning the Champions League anymore. It's fine. He's finished at the top level. It's okay.
Wait. So Wilson, you're saying that if Barca, even if they don't get any top players, Messi is just going to just wallow away, getting knocked out of CL group stages.
Because who are they gonna get really though? I thought Barca fans is here. Aren't you guys in a massive debt right now? Like you guys are in big debt, right? Are you guys gonna be able to afford anybody?
There are creative ways of.
True. But I don't think he's leaving it. If Messi were to leave, he would have left a little bit early, because he's 34. Realistically, my thing is, if you stick with Barca, the Messi FC and Barcelona, you have that excuse to say, "Oh, the reason why I'm not winning the Champions League because I'm in a trash team." But I feel like if you go to, let's say Messi goes to a City or PSG, and PSG and Man City, let's say Man City doesn't win the Champions League and PSG doesn't win the Champions League this season, and Messi leaving goes there, bro, you Messi, we're gonna expect you to win the Champions League. You're gonna have massive pressure on you. And the other thing too, Messi's so used to the culture of Catalonia and speaking Spanish. Messi just.
So basically, you're saying he has no ambition.
No, it's not that. I just don't think that.
Yeah, no, it's not. It is that. You say that he's happy to stay in his comfort zone in Catalonia and so forth, and he has no ambition of winning the champ. So he has no ambition.
Obviously, he does this.
No,
a guy that wants.
No. You just know. If you're telling me that you know that you're still good, you still have the quality. There is an opportunity for you to join a Man City or a PSG, but you're not leaving because you just like Catalonia and likes to be a comfort zone. You're telling me that he has no ambition.
But I was gonna say that I think Messi is more focused on the international side more than with Barcelona. To be honest with you, he has a better.
They're not winning anything.
He has a better chance winning a Copa America. Let's be real, than winning a Champions League with Barcelona.
Are you sure?
At the moment.
Are you sure?
No, it's facts. Based on facts right now, he has a better chance winning the Copa America than winning the Champions League. And Messi, how old is Messi? 34? 33? If you're PSG, I know it's Messi, but would you spend that much money on Messi? How many seasons is he gonna give you? Two, maybe 1-2 seasons? And who says you're gonna be guaranteed you win the Champions League in those seasons? Because I don't see Messi leave. The guy's making almost $1 million a week. I think it's just all propaganda. He's not gonna go anywhere. I think Messi's gonna retire Barca. If I see Messi leave, I think Messi would just go to Argentina, retire, and play for in Argentina maybe. Because I don't see Messi going to the Prem or even PSG. Because if you go, let's say Messi goes to PSG, it says, what are we gonna say about Neymar now? You left to not to be a Messi shadow, and Messi is coming.
It would be very interesting.
Yeah, that's why
I said the only way Messi goes to PSG if PSG win the Champions League this season.
Yeah, unless PSG wins the Champions League, then okay, you go there. But if you go now and they haven't won it, pretty much Neymar is gonna be in the shadow again. I feel like, even though Messi is older than him, but it's Messi. Messi, I think, as a football's name is bigger than Neymar's name at the moment.
Wait. Let me quickly hear this, and then I'll be back to you guys. So from Antonio Badani, who says, "Thank you for the dub." Thank you for the dub. He says, HH, what if Lep shows up Wednesday? He wouldn't stay. He wouldn't dare. We'll get there on Sunday. We'll talk on Sunday, but he wouldn't stay. From Kiavar, thank you for the dub. Barca lose more money not having Messi there than paying their 100 bands or whatever they're paying him.
And it's Barca fan admit Messi's bigger than their club. They actually say Messi's bigger than their club. They treat Messi like a king over there. That's why I'm like, why would you leave all that? Why would you leave all that? It doesn't make sense. And
no. See, this is what I've always said is Bartomeu just screwed up. It doesn't matter how much Messi's on. You're dealing with one of the most famous sports athletes in the world, and you're dealing with a jersey that has to be one of the biggest selling sports jerseys on the planet, that's Messi number 10 Barcelona jersey that I'm sure almost every single kid pretty much has, whether it's that or the Ronaldo jersey. For me, I think you may be right that you are probably going to lose more money not having him there than paying him, as crazy as it is, unless you are the biggest bricks, unless you have class A brick accountants who are crap with money and crap with actually merchandising, promotion, and marketing. Bro, this guy is a marketing demon, you know. So
I didn't see you tweet about Messi during the game, because if this was Cristiano, you'd have said, what does Cristiano do besides not scoring any goal? When he doesn't score goal, what does he do on the pitch? So what did Messi do by your footballing analysis? What did Messi do on that
Wilson,
pitch?
I don't want to go there, but if you want to go there, Messi for me did more in this than a dude who does 5,000 step overs and passes the ball and does a no-look pass backwards. Cristiano is a disgrace to football. He's an absolute disgrace.
But as for Messi, he's not going nowhere. The guy is finished at the top level. Why would PSG or Man City buy the guy? Like, the guy's declining. Like, why would you? It doesn't make sense. He's staying at Barca.
Okay, so who else wants to jump in here? Messi, does he stay on? Is this his last El Clasico?
Me.
Zima, talk to me, Zima.
Yeah, the thing about Messi is, listen, at the end of the day, I'm a Barca fan, not a Messi fan. I want Barcelona to succeed. That's what matters to me the most. And for me, it's a matter of Messi leaving. If everything he said in the summer is true, that he wants, to be a part of a competitive environment, that he wants to win a UCL, I think this team is full of a bunch of youngsters that need time to develop. And I don't necessarily think at Barcelona we're not going to win the Champions League for the next 2 seasons. I just don't see it. This team is too naive, and some youngsters need to mature at times, and we need players being replaced. We already have 30-year-olds occupying key positions. That needs to be replaced, and that's going to take time for the team to gel. So if his ambition is to win the UCL in the next 2 years or 1 year, Barcelona is not the place. It's not the place. And my problem with the whole thing of Messi.
So Martin, so do you believe this is the last El Clasico?
As much as I think that, I don't know, because it's not only up to Messi, it's up to his whole family. It's he said in an interview how much his kids love it here, and how much it means to his wife, and just having a stable, growing environment for his kids and everyone around him. So I don't think.
Wait. So you're saying that having a happy family is more important than winning another UCL? So what are you trying to tell me?
I mean, I don't know. It's
Hey,
that's
did I
what
see
I'm
where
hearing. Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
relax. Don't make any assertions, man. Ziman, please continue.
No. And the thing about Messi makes this amount, and I've heard this in the elections, and I've heard this for the past couple of years. You can't build a team around a 34-year-old. You can't build a team around that. What you need is a stable environment in which you're winning trophies and you're playing as a team instead of being reliant on one player. And then if we're looking at this, strictly from a business standpoint, I know Messi makes all this revenue, but the fact that he's holding 10% of your annual revenue, you don't do that as a business. That's not stable business practices. So
no. But 10% or whatsoever, if he's bringing in a sizable amount through marketing, it balances itself out, because you have a rarity with you. So he's such a rarity, it's such a marketing thing that if you're smart, it should still put you in the green, because this is just it's bad accounting that you've not been able to capitalize on what he has.
No. That's the thing. That's the thing. You say that it's a rarity and whatnot, but at the end of the day, he's 34, and we're talking about if we're talking strictly from he's not a stable asset. This is a 34-year-old who's going to be declining in the next couple of years. So it depends.
So my thing is that right now in 2021, you may need to cut ties, because what made Messi was the combination of an amazing player and UCLs, trebles, trophies, and just success. All you now have is talent, but you're struggling against Huesca, you're struggling against Leganes, you're getting pimp slapped by Bayern, you're getting reconstructed by PSG. So then it makes the whole marketing a more serious, because now the kids are like, okay, Haaland and Mbappe now, they're now the next guys now, since Messi is no longer winning as he used to be. So maybe it's time to cut ties.
Yeah.
Can I say something, Ajay?
Again. I also want to say this. I'm grateful for every trophies he's brought, but at the same time, you have to make tough decisions at the board. So the board has to think about it. If they're giving him a new contract and they're giving him a raise while your club is in debt, or if the rumors are true and you're really in debt, then if you're giving him a raise, I question you as a president, as a board. What are your intentions? Are your intentions to Barcelona, or are you being clouded by how much Messi has produced for this club and how much he's brought for this club? I'm grateful, but at the end of the day, I'm a Barcelona fan.
Can I speak about it?
Can I say something?
Okay. Nomad and then Natsa. Nomad.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem here, which no one is addressing, is where would Messi actually go? Even if he had all the, no, of course not. Even if he had all the options in the world, the problem is if he stays at Barcelona, he's not winning another Champions League again, most probably, because the team needs a lot of reconstruction, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if he goes to another team that needs a central point of focus, who need a central, a magician to get them over the line, then it would be a new structure, because it's a new piece of the puzzle around which a new formation needs to be set, new tactics need to be set, and even that takes a season or two, in which we would probably begin to see Messi decline even more. And in a team which already has everything set, which has the tactics set, why would they entertain someone like Messi, who would disrupt the salary, bracket, who would disrupt the dressing room? And so, where does he go? I think he would stay at Barcelona. I think he would be comfortable with not winning the Champions League, because I think even he knows that he just has a season or two, and he is going to go all out for the Copa America, which again I don't think he's going to win anyway.
Not so.
HH, I think you're a nice person and everything, but I just thought it was just way too funny not to play, but just way too funny not to play. And it just shows what's it called again, how time can change. But this was like, I think 4 years ago, or like 3 years ago.
4 years?
What I said about Morata. So I told you guys, listen to this football. I told this channel may go down. I may quit, but damn it, I will go down kicking and screaming. Listen to me. I'm the guru. I'm the best. I am the best at this. There's nobody better. I'm the best analyst out there. Said that Real Madrid getting Morata could potentially be the key signing for them winning La Liga. Because Morata, in my view, is better than Benzema. So there's more to his game. He's more fluid. He can move with the ball.
Ouch, that hurt.
Bigger brick than me. How does that exist, HH? Explain yourself.
Natsa, I need you to tell me the video so I can pull that video down from YouTube. Natsa, so after this is done, DM me the video.
Yeah, I got you.
Pulling that video from YouTube.
Don't do it. We need that on the internet.
I'm pulling undisputed. Shut up. I'm pulling that video from YouTube because I can't allow that to exist.
That was poetry, man.
No, it's funny how time can change though. Like,
Filton, can I ask you something though? You said Messi has a great chance at the Copa America. You're Brazilian, right?
Yeah.
He's reverse psychology.
No. Do you think a game would be 50-50 if they played?
Yes, because obviously on paper it's overwhelming. We are the clear favorite to win it again. But
really?
To be fair, I'm positive. But to be fair, that game, bro, the ref was the ref was kind of from the road in that game. To be fair, but hey, it is what it is. Messi had like 2 chances.
South American refs, they are
I just want to say,
but no, I'm just saying this is his last chance to win something with his country, though. I think this is his last chance.
Because Natsa was speaking Natsa.
Yeah. I want to say Messi. If he wants like his children should shut the hell up. Let's be honest, his family should shut the hell up because they won't be rich if it wasn't for what Messi has given them. So whatever he wants to do, they have to follow him and just follow his footsteps. They won't be billionaires if Messi wasn't there. So they should just
his
shut the
wife
hell
can
up.
divorce him and take half his assets. So.
So if this is how I see it. If PSG win the Champions League, he will go to PSG because PSG will then have the funds to afford him. If City win the Champions League, then Pep will say, "Oh, I won a Champions League without Messi, so I can just bring Messi and win another Champions League with him." So I feel like if we win the Champions League, he will come to City. If PSG win the Champions League, he'll go to PSG, and that's all dependent on what Barcelona do this season. If Barcelona fail to win the Champions League and don't get Haaland in, or don't get anyone that's really good enough, I think he will leave. I don't know how he stays.
So Man City is not fighting for the Champions League; they're fighting for Messi.
What do you say? I'm not talking about us fighting for them. I'm just talking about him.
Not to speak up. We can't hear you. Not to speak up. Speak up.
Well, who doesn't fight for Messi anyway, bro? He's the best player of all time. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Vilton, by the way, Argentina has a better goalkeeper than you.
We have two world-class goalkeepers. We have Alisson.
No. Wait. Come on. Wait, how do I meet this guy? How do I meet this guy? There we go. Let me meet this dude. Thank you. Natsa, so you're telling me that this avatar for God's.
Oh, good catch, man. You saved yourself, man.
That's look. Okay. So Natsa, you are off the Messi train then.
No, I'm not off it. I still believe. I've said what I've said, and I will be clowned if it doesn't happen. So.
No, I want to see that. I want to see that because Premier League fans have been told me Messi can't survive in the Premier League, so I would kind of want to see that.
That's bullshit.
I would want to see that.
Okay, so has everyone had their say on Messi? So we can get onto these last two topics. Everyone had their say on Messi.
Let me just say something real quick.
Yeah.
Mo. Okay, Mo and then Abdul. Mo.
Yeah, I just want to say first of all, I think saying that if he doesn't leave Barca, he doesn't have ambition, that's harsh. Because there is a thing called loyalty. And if he's loyal to Barca,
loyalty is overrated, man.
If he wants to be a one-man team, that's a part of his legacy that very few players have achieved. So that's something respectable. The fact that he didn't have something to chasing trophies. Excuse me?
He said he wants to leave.
Yeah, but that was because of Bartomeu. But now that things have changed and the team is starting to kind of rebuild and function once again, he may change his mind. So you never know. I honestly don't know. Like predicting if he's going to leave or not, anything could happen at this point. Anything could tip the scales. I don't think his decision is necessarily hanging on whether they win La Liga or not. I think his decision will just come down to how he feels at the end of the season. You know, we spoke about it. Like maybe signings could play a part. You know, if Barca get Haaland, maybe they can do something in the Champions League next season. So a lot of things that could happen that could sway his decision. I just don't think necessarily that La Liga will have that much of an impact in terms of being settled in Barca and his family and whatnot. I mean, that's a factor that you have to consider. As much as we love football, you can't say the Champions League is more important than a happy family. So, he's gonna have to factor all that in. I think I don't know. Like yesterday, I was saying that I feel like he's gonna leave. Today, I'm feeling like he's gonna stay. I don't know why. It's just the vibe I'm getting.
Abdul, round us up, man. Round us up, Abdul.
Yeah, man. I don't think Messi is actually declined the last 2-3 years. People, they say, like, look at these games, like against Real Madrid, he's not scoring. But, man, he didn't score in the 18-19 season, and they had them in the Copa del Rey semi-final as well. So there was actually 4 games. I know he was injured one of the games, but he played 3 whole games. He didn't score a single goal, and he won the Ballon d'Or. The thing with Messi is he's lost his pace. There was an injury in 15. And ever since then, he's been losing his pace. So the Messi that everyone has come to know, the player who takes on 2-3 people, runs through defenses. Like if you actually pay attention, he doesn't really do that anymore. He's become more of a goal scorer, playmaker.
But Abdul, can I just say one thing? No, yeah, keep going. I would just give up on it.
Like with time, he's become more and more reliant on his team, and it's just unfortunate that his reliance on Barcelona has coincided with us becoming worse and worse.
Which is what happens.
Yeah, but the thing is, as a Barca fan, honestly, I wanted him gone last season because you should never keep a player in a team that doesn't want to be there. And you could see it the first 3-4 months, bro. He was horrible by his standards. Like, you should never keep a player that doesn't want to be there. If he wants instant success, he should go because he's not gonna get it here. Like Wilton, he laughs at us for beating us. I know he's doing that reverse psychology, saying that
he's one of the best at it. So
yeah. And the thing is, like, look at our team in comparison to yours. How many youngsters do you have in comparison to ours, man? We have so many more youngsters. We're a young team. We are trying to rebuild. And the thing is,
we have always been a Galactico, so we can replace anyone with buying the spending power. Man. They've always been Galactico. Like, we can replace Modric with Pogba. Let's see that. Because you guys try to copy our plan of buying, Galacticos, and we flopped massively.
Chill with that.
No, that's fact. I mean, if you criticize, then just take the criticism on chin as well, bro.
But the thing is, I want Messi to be gone because, let's be honest, the rebuild, it can't really, the rebuild. It's not really a rebuild when your main guy is leaving in 2 years. You know what I mean? So I would rather take the hit now. That's why, like, Barca fans, get ready, man. Get ready. The dark times, they are still coming, bro. We are not in the dark times yet.
Barca without Messi and not a marquee player could be very, very frightening.
But Messi can play for another 10 years, though. He can play for another 10 years.
No,
but he can do, bro. But if
10 years,
he might lose a lot of pace, but he can still play in the midfield easily. He will never lose that technical ability.
Of what use would he be to a top tier team?
Because I'm not talking about the top tier.
I don't want to see a 40-year-old Messi in central midfield. I don't want to see that.
Can still play. If bloody Zlatan can still play at somewhat a good level, why cannot Messi play? We all know how good Messi is.
So Natsa, you want Messi at age 40 with Archie John, Philip Matthews, and so forth as striker, and Barca are trying to.
I'm not talking specifically about Barca. I'm not talking specifically about Barca. I'm talking about overall. I'm not saying he should stay 10 years, but I said he could do it if he wanted to.
No, but potentially could. But guys, look. So because we have 2 more topics to go through, because I actually have to wake up early to tomorrow. So let's try and get these 2 topics in. So, Harry Kane. Harry Kane wants to leave. Okay? Harry Kane says that he would like. So here's what the Harry Kane says. If Tottenham don't qualify for the Champions League, he says that he wants them. Basically, if they don't qualify for the Champions League, he is going to ask Daniel Levy whether he can leave. Now, the reality of the matter, guys, is that it is very unlikely that your boy Tottenham, shout out to your boy Mourinho 2010, they're going to qualify for the Champions League. It's most likely not going to happen. So this is what I've always said about Harry Kane. Harry Kane is actually having an amazing season. He may end up top scorer and end up with double figures in goals and assists. This has probably been his best season in terms of performance and output. No one cares. I think Harry Kane is realizing that being a starter merchant without any freaking goals, you will be forgotten about. And he's realizing that I think he's going to be 28 this year. If I don't make a move to a team that can try and win trophies, I will only be known and remembered as a starter merchant. I will not win a trophy at Tottenham. That is not happening. And Daniel Levy is a freaking businessman, and he'll try and everything to hold on to your boy. So my thing here is this, guys. Let me confess to Natsa with this, man. So Natsa,
can I go quick? Can I go first on this one because it's really interesting? Natsa.
No. Okay, Okay. No, I'll give it to Natsa real quick, and then Muta, you'll go after Natsa. Go after Natsa.
Okay, thanks. Okay.
So Natsa, Harry Kane, who I think is has been a loser for a long time. You've been a loser because you've lacked ambition in trying to move to a team that can win you trophies, and you've just hid behind Tottenham and just stats padded. Do you think the Harry Kane will push for a move, or do you think that Harry Kane will leave this summer, or Levy will find a way to keep him clamped down?
Actually, it's very unfair when you say that he lacked ambition. I do think he lacked some ambition, but the thing is, when Kane was balling at his best abilities, every big team had a strike already. There was no teams except maybe Arsenal, but who never go to Arsenal, and they're not even a big team either, and he would want nothing. In terms of what they've done recently, so I think at that time, Suarez was at Barcelona, Lewandowski was at Bayern Munich, Aguero was at City, so and United, maybe United, but United were bricks as well. So I don't really, for him to move right now, for that price, the price that Levy would want, I don't know, but he'll go for 150 million with that injury record. Who wants to risk him for 27-year-old? For a 27-year-old, like I don't know. Like
So you're saying that he's basically stuck, that no one will go 150? Because I do agree that Levy's mad. He will put a 150 price tag on your boy.
Yeah, but I think his contract expires at 2024.
3 years. I think he's got 3 more years, I think.
Yeah, exactly, 2024. So he's stuck there for another 3 years, and he can still ask for a heavy price in that 3 years. So he's basically stuck if he doesn't force a move, if he doesn't do what Dembele did for Dortmund, or what usually Barcelona players
and
do.
And that's the thing, is that because he's England captain and so forth and everything, he wouldn't do that. Because what you should do is you have to go. You should always look out for self. Insult Dimitri Payet all he wants. He got what he wanted. Insult Dembele all he wants. He got what he wanted.
But
Pogba,
if you look at it,
look, Pogba, bro. I'm sorry. Like, if you wanted to leave, you've got to be a bit of a dick. People hate you and so forth, but you've got to be a bit of a dick, because if you're a nice guy and you play fine, then you're stuck, and then you're going to ruin your career because you're not where you want to be.
A very wise man said, "Nice guys finish last." So
100%, they always finish last. Yes.
So, like, if you really care about yourself, the club doesn't care about you. They only care about their money or what they bring. So you force a move if you really want to leave, and they don't give a toss about your career. So they only give a toss about the money. So if Harry Kane really wants to move, yeah, I have to force it.
Monta, talk to me.
Yeah, man. So I completely agree with Nasa, what just he said, and with you as well. I think so. He did a mistake back in 16-17 season, like 17-18 season, when he scored 50 plus Gs in a calendar year. I think that was a perfect time to part ways with Spurs. But I think so he signed a contract extension with them, and I think so you are the one to blame for yourself, because there were many great teams who were coming for you. So right now, if you tell me, like, Harry Kane, like, you want to go to a team, so now can you move out of that Spurs team? Yes. I mean, you have to do what Ousmane Dembele did, pretty much. Other than that, which team can get you? That's the question.
Kane wouldn't do it because he's England captain, he's the face of England, and so forth. So he's got to maintain that professional decorum, which is going to make it difficult for him to move. He's going to make it very uncomfortable and force Levy's hand.
No, like, if you want to maintain the decorum, then in that case, then you're going to end up your career, like, at the age of 31, you'll be, like, still playing at Spurs. So you have choices now: career, or you're maintaining a position. So I believe that career is bigger than his position or his image in the English media and the British media. So for me, I think so you should go for his career, and the club he should go for, I think so City is perfect place for him. Then there's another club could be better for him, is Liverpool. Let's see how it goes with Liverpool finances and all those thingy. Can Liverpool afford 100 mils? We don't know. And, like, with respect to 150, I don't think so anyone will ever pay 150. Let's be honest. Especially in this pandemic time period, and look at the age of Kane, I think so he might end up at max 100 mils. Euros, not pounds. So it's like max 100 million.
No, but Levy is a very harsh negotiator. He's gonna demand 150.
No, but okay. In this situation, like, the role, it's not the player's responsibility; it's the agent's responsibility. Now, agents have to deal with this kind of scenario. They have to convince Daniel Levy, or force him, or convince him, or in any other way. You know what? It's like time up with him with Spurs, and I think so he made the right decision. But like it took so long for him, to understand like the thingy with this club Spurs. I mean, I don't know. There's no hatred towards Spurs, but like still, it's not a top club, but like where it will guarantee you every season a trophy. So ultimately, I think so. It's a right decision for him. I think so. He should move. Yeah.
Who else wants to jump in on this? Kane?
I do. Yeah.
Z-Man, talk to me.
Yeah, the whole Kane thing. It comes down to a couple of things. I do believe that he is going to stay in the English Premier League. I think he's more likely to stay in the English Premier League than adventure outside of it. So for me, it comes down to the clubs that he's going to go to. It comes down to the wages. I mean, this guy, from what I've seen, it seems like this guy's been, to a certain extent, underpaid compared to other people around him. So I feel like that would play a hand into the club he's going to in terms of his ambitions. He said it plenty of times that he wants to be a part of a club that's competing for trophies, that's winning trophies. Mm-hmm. And I feel like he has to go. The Spurs side is not good enough. And the thing is, will Daniel Levy let him go without making it really hard on him? In the sense that in the sense that Spurs, this is their best talent that they've had in a long time.
Since Bale and Modric.
They haven't.
Wait, I thought Son was better. What happened?
What is it?
I thought Son was better.
No.
What you just said, he's the most talented player.
No. I'll say if Spurs get rid of him, the thing Daniel Levy is going to have to think of is replacements, and we know how horrible Spurs have been in finding replacement for their players. I mean, you look at how they've been trying to build their team, and it doesn't seem like they have any idea of how to scout players and how to bring in the right talent. The majority of the talent they bring in hasn't necessarily succeeded. Even some of the most talented players in Ndombele haven't necessarily succeeded. So for me, if Harry Kane leaves, Daniel Levy, I mean, I could see the club going into turmoil because honestly, Daniel Levy is going to make it super hard for him to leave. And if he does leave, Daniel Levy he's not necessarily going to bring in the right recruitment.
So God's feeling, does he leave or is he stuck at Tottenham for the rest of his days?
If he's really serious about winning trophies, he's going to leave.
How though? So do you? Because if you say he has to leave, then that means he's going to
protest, bro. Protest.
No, if he
Kane doesn't strike me as a guy who's going to protest because he's England's golden boy.
Yeah, and here's the thing. If his ambition is just to win a trophy, and let's say hypothetically they win the Capital One Cup trophy, and he stays because of that, that shows to me a lack of ambition for a guy who doesn't necessarily have deep, tight roots to Spurs. I remember like articles coming out that he used to be an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have this like natural love for the club that he's went through the youth system for, and that he has this deep connection with. It's not necessarily the same thing. So he has to leave if he wants to be competitive. He shouldn't stay because he won a Capital One Cup, hypothetically. So yes.
Does anyone here remember Alan Shearer? So
yeah, I remember.
Then what if he did win a Premier League.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, he won it. That's the thing. Alan Shearer, Hurricane is pretty much the Alan Shearer of the Prem, but it's Alan Shearer.
Alan Shearer moved though. He went to Blackburn.
No, but Alan Shearer won trophies. He won Liga titles.
Yeah, he won. He won the Prem with Blackburn.
Also, like I think someone mentioned in the live chat, and I remember he could have gone to Man United, and I think
but Blackburn had a lot of money though. Blackburn had a lot of money. They were building a team to win the Premier League. So
yeah, but it's like if he was at United, would have had a very different conversation. If he now piled on loads of Premier Leagues and everything on the fake. See, the thing with Kane is, this is where you need to be. As things said, nice guys finish last, and the issue with Kane is because you're not coming to a career-defining moment from you, because you don't know whenever you're going to get a major injury or when you're going to be declining right now, because he knows that, my gosh, I'm going to end up having my best season ever. And I'm now really hitting my peak. And I'm injury-free and so forth for now. this is where I need to make that move. And he knows that I am wasting my talents at this place. Look at all the goals that I'm scoring and everything. And we've not even come close to winning a trophy. They're losing
can I ask you a
Man
question?
City.
It's a really important question. Sorry, yeah. Back in 17, right? You scored 52 goals in a calendar year because this, I've kept on repeating this thing, especially in your hangouts. And you know that you are one of the best striker in world football. Okay, top 10 at worst. Okay, and you know that, like, come on, this club is not going to go anything more than that, like maximum semi-final of Champions League, but you're not still guaranteed of winning anything, right? Any major trophy. How dare you, in your rational mind, you commit your career or your future to this club? I don't understand that.
Exactly. That didn't make sense.
Because
we have to criticize Kane for his own decisions.
I'll give you a little insight because, again, I live in England, so I sort of understand like English culture, and when you're just entrenched in the English culture, the Premier League, and so forth, and the media gets into you, it's very hard, which is why I applaud Steve McManaman, who said, no, I'm going to go to Spain. And remember, even when he made that transfer to Real Madrid, it was a big deal because he was one of Liverpool's best players. And you just never left the Premier League. That was not what you did. See, Michael Owen, it made sense because he was like this wonder kid and Real always get the biggest ball. Steve McManaman was just like a very good player, but wasn't a wonder kid. But when he decided, no, I want to now make a move, it was seen as strange that, wow, you're leaving England? Because it seems strange to leave England. And he went over there, and I think he scored in the final against Valencia, where the Real won 3-0. And he became a better player when he went there. So my thing is, Kane has to take him. And the thing about Kane, though, is that he does have a bit of a global view, because you can see here he's very much into NFL. Because what he did is have a global view. You see, guys like a Gerrard or so forth, you just get lost into England, and because the media just poisons your brain with the Premier League is be all and end all. All that matters is these rivalries and so forth, and you can't see that there's a world beyond this. So Kane needs to take stock and say, bro, like, no, I need to really you have to be aggressive. And that comes back to who are you as a guy, because this is your career. Because if you end up staying at Tottenham, people just, because you're never winning a trophy, and you'll just be known as, oh yeah, Kane was once that really good striker, but that's it. So you'll just be talking about, yeah, it's good, but it's like that was the issue, to use NBA LeBron. LeBron was like, I know how talented I am, but if I just spend all my time here in Cleveland, I'll just remember that, man, that really talented guy that never won a trophy. And that's what always been an asterisk. Allen Iverson, one of my favorite players, Allen Iverson, one of the most revered players. But that asterisk is like, as good as he was, he never won that freaking chip. He never won that chip. So Kane doesn't want to have that asterisk.
But don't you think so? Like, but there was a secret thing here, like in my question, like actually I asked you indirectly. Don't you think so? Like sometimes the players, like, I think they're quite naive, when it comes to, committing a future towards a certain club. I think this is a responsibility of agents to give them insights, or like, a kind of.
No, but what you say is,
Kane doesn't have an agent though.
No, but Mutar, that's why I use the whole thing of I've lived in England for like 20 years now, and you have to live here to understand the psychology here, where you need to be a particular kind of person to know that, oh no, I can't commit here. I need to keep my options open. So Kane buys into your Tottenham. You're part of the tapestry. You're a legend here. You are loved. You are everything. And I think he bought into that. And remember, this was so once you're starting off there, you don't know how good you will be. But you're like, oh no, Tottenham, this is my club. I'm loved here. People love me. I want to be connected with the fans. And in England, that is a big thing is massive in English culture. Loyalty is a massive thing in English culture. So what Kane has now realized is that, oh my gosh, look at how much better I've become. People are now even putting me in the conversation as one of the best strikers in the world. And he's now realized that oh snap, because he probably didn't think that he would get this good by the time it's 27, 20. So now he's here, it's like, oh my gosh, no, I can't commit to this club because I have to take these skills and these talents to a team that can win me a trophy.
But what if you say he can't win trophies, right? But what if he wins the Euros?
Oh my god!
Yeah, I was just going to say that. On the Twitter, first of all, I don't know what crack addict puts England as the favourites to win the Euros when they've got a backyard gutter trash manager. So that is a massive if they win the Euros. So
back to the Kane topic. I don't understand the thing that he's saying. If they don't make the Champions League, he's gonna leave. Even if they do make the Champions League, what the hell are you gonna win with Spurs? Like, you're gonna go to the Champions League to do what? Are you going to win the Champions League?
No. I think, no, look, I think that's what some people made the point that, look, even if you do qualify for the Champions League, you're not even coming close to it. But I think that just being there, at least you're sort of under the master scope and spot. But the fact that you're not even in there, you just shows that, man, you've so fallen off the map and so fallen off of the radar that now I can't be playing. I can't now be entering into the Europa League after the Euros next season.
Yeah. But if he ends up thinking that, all I want to do is be a part of this competition and be a Champions League, how's he any different from a third-rate striker from Greece? Right? He just wants to be a part of the Champions League.
No, but Zeman.
He wants to leave. What Kane said, there's like a hidden meaning. I think when he says, if we don't make the Champions League, I'm going to leave, I think deep down he knows Tottenham are making the Champions League, so he's just, he wants to make it look better in front of the media.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So Mo, you're telling that he was reluctant.
Mo is on the money. Kane wants to leave, regardless. He wants to leave regardless. But he's just trying to just word it in a way that's sort of
a waste of talent, bro.
Because
Kane,
talent
if he stays at Spurs.
Basically, Kane has realized after this season that this project completely hasn't worked. This has completely not worked, and I need to leave. And my thing, like he because he knows that you'll get clowned. No one gives a crap about the documentary.
Wait,
have you watched the documentary? Have you watched the documentary?
Which documentary?
No, the Spurs one. The Spurs one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in the Spurs documentary, he even says that when he turned 27 in the documentary, I think it was when he turned 27, and he did say like, it's crazy that when time goes so fast and he reached the age of 27, you only have another 5 years, and he was saying he was desperate to win a trophy. So him saying that is clear indication that he wants to win a trophy. So what Harry Kane said about winning the not qualifying for the Champions League, he's correct. It's a clear indication. He's saying deep down inside, everybody knows that Spurs are not going to make the top four.
He knows. They're not making.
But I think the tough thing for Kane, his situation is kind of awkward because even though he's a decent striker, is he good enough for the likes of Real Madrid, a PSG, a Bayern Munich?
I think he is.
He is.
You're telling me even at Barca, he's not better than Braithwaite. He's not better than Braithwaite. He's better than Icardi.
You see more. I'll be real with you, man. It's like based on what he's done with Tottenham, which isn't a great team, and based on the amount of goals that he has scored in a team that doesn't have one single creative player. Imagine what he does when you've got Modric and Kroos supplying you. You've got Joshua Kimmich and Muller supplying you. You have De Bruyne and Ilkay Gundogan supplying you. That's a whole different ball game now. And let's keep it real. He's more clinical than Mariano, than Jovic, Choupo-Moting.
He's not going to go to Real Madrid to be back up to Benzema. He wants to go somewhere where he can play.
No, he's not. I'm not.
There are many teams out there where the guy is a lethal striker. He is a lethal striker.
What if
go to City?
What would we say?
Pause. Let me quickly hit this dub, and then I'll come back. So, first of all, thank you from Kiav, who. With the dub, thank you for the dub, Kiav. Thank you for the dub. Thank you for the dub. From Shane Schubert with another dub says, not loved in Argentina, he's staying where he is loved. This is in reference to Messi. You know what? I'm not sure Messi goes back to Argentina, because I used to think that Messi would end his career in Argentina, like back in Newell's Old Boys or Rosario. But I know Messi's Argentina and so forth, but I think he's actually more at home in Spain than in Argentina, personally. So that's good. Wait. Also, as well, let me say, correct it. He is not loved as much as Maradona. He is loved, but it's not loved as much as Maradona. Him just say he's not loved. Nah, that's wrong. I'm from Kotli Awesome, who says, "Oh, this is interesting." Kotli Awesome, who's a Bayern fan. I don't mind having Kane at Bayern for a discount. Now, Kotli,
he's going to be in the bench.
Oh well, he's thinking of a Lewandowski, a replacement for Lewandowski, which Lewandowski is going to give you maybe another 4 years, which I don't think Kane can wait for. And Kotli Awesome, you don't know who Daniel Levy is. I don't think you've seen Tottenham Stadium, which I have seen in real life. You are not getting that guy for a discount. You're not getting him for one kobo less than 150. Levy's going to make it as difficult as possible.
But can I be honest? Let's be realistic over here, right? Because we are in the pandemic, okay, and this is not a normal season, right? 100 mils is a way big amount, massive amount.
But also, on our ways as well, remember, FFP. So FFP has now been removed, which means that you can get that money wherever.
But still, pandemic is the issue, bro. I mean, bro. Let's be honest. Okay?
Do you think pandemic is going to mess up Do you think an oil baron gives a crap about COVID-19?
bro. I don't want to go to the Middle East, bro. I don't want to talk about the Middle East financial and economic situation, by the way, because it's in this pandemic time. Okay, I don't want to go there, but the thing is, what you cannot ask, like, in this pandemic times 150. It's impossible. Let's be honest. 100 mils is equivalent to 200 mils in this pandemic times. Top of that, I mean, what's Spurs earning and revenue are? So from Kane, if you're getting 100 mils, that's still a lottery. It's still a massive amount. I don't think so. It's a worse deal. It's a good deal.
Yeah,
and it's 28. Top of that is injury prone. So we don't know.
And to add on to that, I'm wondering if Kane ends up leaving. I fear that he's going to leave to a club. He's going to choose the club because of what the media might have spewed about the club. He might go to, let's just say, a Manchester United, when he had an offer from a Man City, or he had an offer from a club that's run better than them. And I feel like that could be a possibility, and that could end up, hurting his career in the long hallway.
Okay. And wait, no, because we need to round up. We need to round up last thing, because I need to I need to actually go soon, because I need to wake up early tomorrow morning. Last thing, and I'm happy that Natsa is here. I'm happy that because Natsa, I'm coming to you first with this right now. So Natsa, look, I was working today, so I couldn't watch the match because I was I'll work, but I was getting a few tweets, and there was a tweet I had from a City fan who said that Sterling is trash.
He is, and
needs to be put into the Brick Academy and so forth, and his crap
should be.
But now, see, Nancy, here's my thing. If Sterling is in fact a brick, I believe this is massive problems for Man City. Because if you look at the 100-point season and the 98-point season, arguably City's best player, or one of their best players, was Sterling.
They're about to win the Prem this season, and he's trash.
And I do feel that if Sterling isn't firing on all cylinders, this could be an issue for what Man City want to do this season. So talk to me, Natas. Wait, see, let me land it to you, man. Natas, first of all, is Raheem Sterling a Class A, Class B, or Class C brick, or do we put him on a scholarship?
Class A is the highest one, right?
No. Scholarship is the highest. Then
now talk about the ABC ones.
Oh, A is the highest. Yeah, A is the highest. Yeah, Class A is the highest. And
he's Class B. He's Class B. This season he's Class B. But let's be honest, Sterling was never that great. The only reason he was that great because we were just creating so many chances for him. So the ones that he missed.
Oh, he was being clinical. Come on,
no. HH. I've watched.
Bro, his hat trick almost got you through Tottenham to the semis.
Yeah, but
almost keyword. It's just almost.
That was a time when we had at least 5 creative players in one midfield. I mean, in one team. Sorry, we had Bernardo Silva on the right wing. We had De Bruyne in the midfield. We had Gundogan playing as a 6 because Fernandinho was injured in that season. We had David Silva playing there. He had all angles. People were creating chances for him. Like, it's not a surprise he was getting those numbers. It was not a surprise to me. And I knew as soon as we decline, or there's a time where he declines, he will look horrible. Today he looked like Timo Werner. I'm sorry to say it, but he looked like Timo Werner.
No. Natsa. Timo Werner is a special case, bro. I don't think anybody can look as bad as Timo Werner, because could he control the ball when the ball was passed to him? Okay,
he could control, but today he was dribbling into cul-de-sacs. You know when you drive into cul-de-sacs?
Yeah.
This is what Sterling was doing today. He was just dribbling into players, which, like, he had so many opportunities. I think he was just trying to start that Dortmund game so badly. He was shooting from every angle he could have shot from. But I'll be fair, it was a much different side. Like, it wasn't the sides that we always play with. Mendy was starting, Ake was starting, Stones. Who else was it? Zinchenko was playing midfield. So Zinchenko hasn't played in midfield in the Premier League for I don't know how many years, but he actually played well today. But Sterling, initially, like, this is the only call that he got right. HH. He's essentially a brick, but he's a useful brick. This is what I'll say to you. That's all I'm gonna say.
So I just no. We'll save that for Sunday. We'll save that for Sunday. Let me bring in Mr. Robman. So Rob, what do you make of Raheem Sterling? And when he was playing well, did you rate him or not? And what do you think of him now? Do you think that it is best that he isn't used for City, or do you think that he's still important for Man City?
Well, he has been really good in the past few seasons, but this season he has been quite average in my opinion. So I think he is right now more of a squad player at the moment, since he's very out of form. But in the past he has been much better.
Do you think City can win the quadruple without him?
You said HH, stop this.
Natsa, can you wait? Natsa, I'm not addressing you, bro. Natsa, can you mute your mic? Rob.
They have been playing a lot of games without Sterling in the side, so they easily could.
All right. I mean, who else wants to jump in on this man, Raheem Sterling, man?
Yeah, can I come in here?
No, man, talk to me.
Yeah, I think the only reason the media even talks about Raheem Sterling is because of his tattoos. I mean, what is he? Who is he? He's nothing. He's trash. He's crap. I think you should swap Hudson-Odoi with him. Hudson-Odoi would do a much better job than him.
No, that's a bit harsh.
What has he ever accomplished? What has he done for the national team? What has he ever done for City in the Champions League?
He was dropped
the Champions League. You can't argue about. The Champions League you can't argue about. He's the only player probably that's actually shown up in the Champions League.
Yes.
And then what?
You see, no man, you should be addressing Sergio Aguero in that sense. Sterling, he's shown up.
Now, what about Lyon? It's just, what was that against Lyon? I think that's the worst miss I've ever seen in my entire life, ever since I started watching the Champions League. Like, in a crucial game like this.
Yeah,
in a crucial game like this.
It might be the worst. It might
be the worst. You know how bad.
The funny thing is, I wasn't even surprised. I wasn't even surprised.
Okay, guys, let's go back to it though. Do you think that miss has something to do with his form this season? Do you think that he never mentally got over that thing? Okay, Mo, talk to me. Mo.
I remember I was watching this game with my dad, and my Man City were starting to pressure, and then he missed that chance. And I told my dad, I was like, "This miss is gonna ruin this guy's career." Because you often see it, when a guy misses a chance like that, mentally it just gets them. I mean, we saw it with Torres, for example. We've seen it with multiple players. Very rarely does a player miss a chance like that and recover from it. Benzema is a totally exception. So yeah, I feel like that has a huge impact on a player's mentality, especially for a striker. Like, if he's a defender or a midfielder, maybe, but for not a striker, but a goal scorer, you miss a chance that easy, it's gonna mess with your mentality in the future.
To this extent, I would also want to add that that miss was so bad to the point where people forgive Harry Kane not passing it to him in the World Cup.
The 2018. Yeah.
Like they forgive him.
But to be fair though, Sterling has always missed tapping, even in his Liverpool days. But my only issue is that I don't mind you missing tapping in a Premier League game, but in that moment, bro, you have to score that goal. You have
because if Sterling scores, City win that game.
Because the thing about it too, if City were if City, let's say City have won like 5 champions, okay. But City have never won that competition. And you have Pep Guardiola, a guy that's obsessed, that really wants to win that competition. You have to, because I don't think
Okay, then let me ask you then. So without Sterling, okay, his break, he's out of it. Look, he's his squad player, he's the bench player. Can City win this quadruple without him?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously I'm not gonna disgrace what he did like the past year, because he's been pretty well for City in the Prem, even in the Champions League too. Even in 2019, to be fair, yes, he was on fire in that second leg, but I think if Aguero scored that penalty in the first leg, maybe City would have gone through. They would have got the away goal, but Aguero missed the penalty. But Sterling did show up. But the issue is, we always gonna go back to that. I don't think he has to be in insane form for City to win it. Ultimately, like we always said, I think De Bruyne is the one that has to be the man, the alpha, and shows up. As long as you have Gundogan that's balling right now, De Bruyne, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, he wasn't that good today. As long as Jesus off the bench, as long as you have those players balling, you have a chance. Because I don't think he's a helpful brick. He's a helpful brick, like everybody's saying. Because did you watch the game today? Because you got to give credit to Leeds United. They were 10 men down and they won it. But Sterling had so many opportunities, especially that chance Fernandinho created for him. It was kind of a tap-in, but he could have also passed it to Jesus. But he went for goal and he missed it completely. So City can only blame themselves. And Pep hasn't even been using them, to be honest. Did he even play in that Dortmund game now, sir? Did he play in that Dortmund?
HH was telling me to freaking start Sterling over Foden. I've been watching Sterling all season. If you started ahead of Foden, the whole City Twitter would have went ballistic. We probably won't win that game 2-1 because Foden won't be on the pitch.
Because this is where I gave Pep massive credit. Pep really improved this guy, because he really improved Sterling.
He did.
But I don't think if you're relying on Raheem Sterling to win the championship, you're not gonna win it, bro. Like, a guy missed a goal like that against Lyon, bro. Like, if you're relying on that guy to be the key man,
I wasn't surprised when he missed it. No, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, what is this? What does this say about?
You guys should go watch HH's reaction of that miss.
What does this say about? What does this say about?
Zeman round us off because I need to go Zeman round us off.
The thing about Sterling is, yes, he made that crucial miss, but the thing about this is what separates great players from good players is mentality. And if his mentality is destroyed from one moment, and it's carrying on to this extent, you have to question Sterling's mentality. Like, is this guy and then it's also the club, or is he? If he's not performing well and it feels like he's afraid to take chances, or he's not taking the right chances, or he's not performing to his level, then you have to make sure that he sees a psychologist, because this guy needs help if that's destroying him, that one moment.
But it's not only that, Zeman. He's been going through it.
Before we round up, because I need to head out. So from Junior Koroma, man, thank you for the dub, Junior Koroma, who says Sterling has always been a really good footballer. Even at Liverpool, he was never overrated. Junior, that is false. At Liverpool, he was a pace merchant, and I believe that this was during the early days of the Brick Academy, and I think Sterling may have been one of the first early entrants of the Brick Academy. So I think he helped launch the academy back in the day. He was a pace merchant at Liverpool, and in my view, I know I clown Pep. I call him Lep. Pep Guardiola's work on Sterling might be some of the best pieces of work I've ever seen a manager have on a player. The player at City in the player that's at Liverpool. The degree to how much he has improved as a footballer is, because again, my criticism of him at Liverpool was that this guy has no football brain. He has no football IQ. This guy doesn't understand basic decision making.
He was that person today.
And which is why it's weird, because I'm like, Pep took you and gave you the footballing brain, told you the decision making, told you the runs to make, and made you super effective. So this thing that is just shocking that he's sort of regressed now back to where's at Liverpool. Guys, I need to go.
Still a glorified Aaron Lennon, man.
I need to be out here, guys. Remember, guys, we're going to be back here on Sunday. Sunday, things are going to pop off. Sunday, things
Chelsea
are going
show
to
up.
pop.
Chelsea show
Things
up.
are going to pop off, guys. We're almost
Chelsea
there, guys.
show up.
The bottle is
Pop
wrapped
those
up.
bottles down. Go pop.
Well, Z-Man, I don't. Well, you're not going to pop
like,
any bottles. So, guys, peace out. Stay true. Stay real. I'll see you guys Sunday at 10 p.m. Peace.